Entering a brand new decade, time really does fly. Stronger bosses and stronger equipment, we'll really have to try. 24 full years of questing, making dead we've never been. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2010. Welcome back to October 6th, 2010. Stabbed a duck. There is 81 attack. I was going to get that while fighting something earlier. Switch the attack style back to attack and all that. That's alright. That is later Meteor Strike. A little bit more accurate for fighting stuff, which we're going to go do right now. We need a lot of different supplies here, and we're going to determine how many supplies we actually need once we actually get there. We can also change a few things around, unnote things at the bank here. 2 slots, 2 things, 2 Marintils. Put the stuff back on. It's a system or something. Teleport south of Ardoin from the fishing guild here. This puts us somewhat near an altar, but we have one in our house anyways, and we're not going to need to go to a second altar here. We're just heading over to a fairy ring. We got our whole, don't need the lunar staff or Dragon staff anymore, which is pretty great. So we're heading to Mud Skipper Point. Traveling from here over to the Asgarnia Ice Dungeon. Not a bad run, all things considered. Although we're gonna have to do it a lot of times here, because we're heading down in here to fight a very specific foe. We've had this plan for a little bit here. Now we're finally getting around to it. Asgarnia Ice Dungeon. Graphically reworked. Much later. Looking all fancy. Although the area we're going to, probably less graphically reworked. It's actually not in this dungeon. It's a dungeon within a dungeon. Dungeoneering. Required level 85, which we got previously. Enter the mysterious entrance, where we will find frost dragons. Oh, these guys. Check their drop table here. The thing we're most looking for here, they always drop frost dragon bones. So we're going to be getting prayer experience. We also got some salvage, so we have alching stuff. Although we're going to make sure we don't put on the Staff of Fire while fighting the dragons, because then it would be Dragon Breath without the anti-dragon shield, and that's not a good idea. Not very common though, so mostly don't need to worry about it. Also get some rune arrow drops, I guess. Put those in our ammo slot, whatever. No water runes, whether those ever existed in the first place. Some law runes we could pick up instead of having to buy more law runes, I guess. Blood runes, death runes, talismans, pure essence. Not really gonna worry about that. Coins, I guess. Then don't need to worry about limp worts or mahogany logs. Sharks we could pick up if we need more food. Not gonna pick up the water orbs. Could get an effigy, I guess. That'd be something. And a 1 in 5,000, 10,000 Draconic Visage. Not very helpful. Could make a Dragonfire Shield, I guess. But I think we would have to pay, because we don't have like 90 smithing or something. So we probably wouldn't even do that. Also, we can get singular noted herbs, which is not worth it. And a decent amount of charms here. Specifically 1 in 5 crimson and 1 in 27 blue. It's not bad. We are here, not exactly as they would have been in the start here, because of anti-bot changes in 2011. So you have to be aware of a special orb they can do that reflects damage. There's also like bones in the walls or something, trying to stop bots from picking them up. It's a whole weird thing. we've got our teleports, our money, alks, tinderbox and marintils, and other marintils for later. Our own cloak to get to the fairy ring. We got an enhanced Excalibur for healing. We just need to dial in how much food we really need per trip here. So let's get it started. Got some protect from magic. Helps a little bit against their magic attacks. We're mostly getting the anti-dragon shield for what's really accomplishing things here. Coins and a bone. Yeah, we can determine how many sharks we really need to bring. We could make the fishing portion of this process a bit quicker. If we can get away with not too much food, that'd be great. We also need to be aware that technically we're going to be healing any extra HP when we go into the bank to get the marintils, so that's not a thing yet, so we need to avoid that, kinda. We pick stuff up. Get some drops. 99% accuracy. That's pretty good. In terms of the much later accuracy to hit damage formula stuff, which is an entire thing. And all this stuff. Dragon bones, got some arrows. Equip the arrows. Some more sharks. Could do like a whole loop and then pick up the bones afterwards, so you spend less time just waiting for the drops to appear. It's also definitely an option. They definitely don't have too much in the way of health here, which is nice. We can very much stab straight through them. Also need to determine how much prayer we can use. We could possibly turn on like an attack prayer or something. In terms of damage, we also have the enhanced Excalibur which we can use. So we're taking a little bit of damage. Our armor is definitely not particularly strong. There's one problem. There's a Crimson Charm. That is one of the two charms. Also looking for the blues, but those are slightly less common. Pick up the bones, keep going around. One thing you can do here is bring a Beast of Burden, also fill them up with runes, with bones. But then we would need to go and make a Beast of Burden, which at this point would be either 12 for a Terror Bird, I guess, or all the way for the War Tortoise. That's also a bit of a hassle to make the War Tortoise pouch, though, so definitely something. Main question's gonna be, what's the most efficient way to get loads of Frost Dragon bones? And can we make the loads larger? I think some damage here still. We need some more sharks. More space for more bones though, so that's alright. Prayer's doing fine. Stamp some more dragons. Honestly, we might not even really see the orb if we kill them fast enough, in theory. Have to pay attention, though. It could happen. Especially if they start attacking like that. Then we're technically already in combat with them and all that business. Get some more damage. Yeah, we still need a few pieces of food here. And Singular Prayer seems to be about right. Any more, we'd start being hit by more damage and everything. We're getting a huge amount of Crimson Charms so far. That's alright. One more right here, then one more. We technically need space. The air talismans are also not taken. This will be about it. The question of, do we worry about picking up individual drops here, becomes less of a question when we look at the total number that we're going to be killing. It is almost 9,000 dragons in order to get to 95 prayer. We'll see about that. Light the incense burners. Uses a Marintil and a tinderbox, which is not on tool belt because that's not a thing yet. Each bone is 630 prayer XP though. That's not bad. Get our load of experience from the bones. And then we go back to the fishing guild, get more fish, and then go back again. Over and over. A few things that we probably could do here, just to make it more bones per trip. I think Art is going to do this. Wear the Artic cloak instead of the fire cape. It's a little bit weaker, but the actual kill time is not the limiting factor. Inventory space is. We're also going to go sell off these nature runes and fire staff, and instead get the explorer's ring for the high alks per day. With the rarity of the metal drops that became salvage, we should not be getting that many. That would also allow us to not need to worry about putting on a staff and such for alking. That'd be safer also. And it would give us an extra space. Task system. There's the ring. Sell this and this. With the ring, got the tinderbox. We got the charms. Extra blue charm here. 2 Marintils here. We could also technically go ahead and make a bunch of teletabs. That would save us 2 more spaces. But then we would need to go and mine like 500 clay, so that'd be a questionable choice. These other ones, manageable though. So let us start doing this. See how many levels we can get. And generally how long it takes. Level 85 prayer. Our first level here. On the prayer grind. That is later. Leech Necromancy Strength and Divine Rage. I suppose we could make a Blessed Spirit Shield. Corporeal Beast. It's definitely something. That we're not going to do. We don't have a spear or anything to fight the Corp Beast, and that's just, no. One thing we have done, though, is optimize the inventory here a bit for numbers of bones per trip. I'm not going to be picking up the charms. Got rid of the enhanced Excalibur. Basically, we're just down to the required things. Technically, we could get rid of the Explorer's Ring here and, like, sell the drops to a general store or something when we get them. But all this money is going to help quite a bit with the repairs for the Chaotic Rapier here. Again, also depending on how long this takes and how many charges it uses and all of that. Want to try to time this pretty well to be maybe mostly empty when we're done with the prayer, so we can destroy it or something. But that's a problem for much later here. For right now, we're taking like 9 sharks, going to get 19 bones. That's a lot better. Inventories. And here is level 86 prayer. And that is more prayer points, for one. That's something. And also leech special attack, technically. Not super useful, all things considered. But hey, more prayer points is something. Helpful when we don't want to go get prayer potions and stuff. Just more bonus to work with. In terms of prayer experience per hour, we're getting like 65,000-ish. So, compared to some other skills, that's not even really that bad, honestly. And also a good chunk of melee combat XP also. So, it's a little bit less, and it's split into multiple skills and everything, but it's a trained method. It's working out. Also getting a decent amount of money from the coin drops and the alks. Got 436,000 coins. Withdraw that here. Because our cash stack up to 5.7 million. And also, getting a bunch of law runes and rune arrows, which we could sell at some point if we wanted to. So it's really a little bit more than that even. We check the charges on the rapier here, down to 72%. And the total charge would be 2 million coins. So every 10% is 200,000. So a little bit under 600,000 coins to recharge this whole thing. We got somewhere around that amount. So it's at least paying for itself, which is nice. Technically, we could just do it a little slower. If we just went and got the Karashi sword, and then it would be free. But then it would be slower, so here we are. This will do. This will do. And we're also going to do many, many updates here. There's a lot of stuff, and not a lot of stuff. So let's get to it. On October 7th, 2010, post bag from the HCUIM. Not the hedge this time, because it's all in Dungeoneering characters. We got Marmaros, Thok, Yikligor, a Stalker, all kinds of stuff out there in Dungeoneering. Level 93. Going pretty good. Difficult to get that because we need to get rid of everything, but later, more Dungeoneering will happen, for sure. On October 8th, 2010, reminder of the Oktoberfest events going on. Whole bunch of stuff. So just tons of different events happening. Very good. On October 11th, 2010, website maintenance. Just a little bit. Also got recurring pay by SMS subscription in the UK. It's still more expensive than credit cards because it has the whole extra system it's going through for the SMS business, but go for it. We also got the Dragon Scimitar redesign poll result. People chose the one that looked the most like it used to look like, unsurprisingly. It's a good look, though. And we got a Halloween comic competition. You gotta fill in the middle 3 panels of a 5-panel comic, and the winning entry will be rendered, signed, framed, and sent to you. Also, 6 months of membership. Lots of membership rewards. Very easily accomplishable. Actually, sending a physical product a little bit more difficult, as has happened over the years. On October 12th, 2010, patch notes. Fixed the shipboarding planks, improved the Stealing Creation team balancing, rewrote canoe travel code, and fixed a whole bunch of issues in the Dwarven Mine last week. Something was happening down there, clearly. Also had the Make X menus redesigned. Not into the current form with the whole screen and everything, it's just still in chat box size and everything. But generally, you don't need to right-click to choose Make X or Make All every time. You'll always have the option to make all on the ones that didn't have Make All before. Just generally streamlining the whole thing. So that's nice. And then over in Lumbridge, there's been a few updates for the very, very lowest level content. Some new weapons and stuff. Head down into the Lumbridge Catacombs. You can go get a sling. Uses no ammo, which is pretty cool. And also, Kaylee's sling, which previously was Kaylee's bow or something, also doesn't use ammo. It's basically the same thing. So you already get one for doing the quest to get down into the catacombs, and then you can get another one in case you just want to look different or be worse or something. I don't know. And a new magic spell. The lowest spell. Worse than Airstrike. It's Wind Rush, which only uses air runes, which eventually becomes irrelevant, but that's okay. It's very weak. Very, very weak. None of these can be used in PvP because free, extremely weak range and magic attacks are apparently overpowered. And they're all deleted with the evolution of combat anyways, so kind of irrelevant. Lots of interesting things that end up being deleted. Now, Sling and Windrush might be not the most interesting. Well, that's okay. Also around Lumbridge, we got giant rats, giant spiders, and goblins have had their stats slightly rebalanced. Stronger, weaker, more in-between numbers of health because of the changes to all that at some point. That's something. Over in Conquest, the champions have had their health slightly reduced. As we saw, they are already still wildly overpowered. So if they had even more health, that's just ridiculous. Conquest. That is far away. But even farther away, we've got a new hunter activity. Charm sprites. This is all the way over here, south of the Tree Gnome stronghold, past the outpost, almost to the Arendar Pass. Very out of the way here. Got a cracked dolmen, nimberberry bushes, and Yaktwi Swinri Santa. Who are you? The name is Yaktwi. Yaktwi Swinri Santa. Pleased to meet ya. That's a strange name. Well, I like it, and my parents thought it suited me. Anyway, it's just something to call me by. What are you doing here? Invisible critters are invading our lands from the Sumner realm, and we could do with the help of a hunter like you. You'll need a sprite lure and a Yaktwi stick, which I can sell you. Wheel the stick, throw the sprite lure by targeting a moving bush. It'll automatically return to you once you're done. Yeah, okay. So I need a sprite lure and a Yaktwi stick, then I target a bush. Then explode the sprite lure by targeting it. This makes the critters busy. They'll try to escape, so target them quickly to transmute them to charm slices. Yeah, okay. So I target the sprite lure to make it explode, which should make the creatures visible. Then I have to target the creatures to transmute them into charm slices. And exactly, that'll do it. They're all wrapped up in a handy charm slice, ready to fix into summon the charms and crazy druid types entirely love so much. 5 slices to a charm, and some of the slices, which we call mystical, can be used to replace them for any slice. Not true. 10 slices per charm. And no mystical anything until 2013. So we're literally rocking half quality charm sprites right now. So that's great. Finally, I can probably hold your stick and learn some slices for you when you're done. Alright. Get charms from combining the things. Get some experience. Okay, thanks. Let's go into his store. He sells the sprite lure and the Yaktwi stick. 4,000 coins for the set here. Then you wield the Yaktwi stick. It's stick-shaped. Target a bush. Target the lure. And comes out a charm sprite. It comes back. And the bush has been targeted, and you do it again. Sometimes you get 1 charm sprite. Sometimes you get 2. Sometimes you get 3. The more you get, the more you can click, the more hunter XP you can get. And then you just keep on running around, clicking just everything. And then you have these slices. You can combine them into charms. So it's kind of a skilling way of getting some charms, which is interesting. Not particularly good at getting charms, especially with half the drop rate, essentially, since you need 10 slices right now. So we're just going to store everything in here and not worry about that too much. Also in 2013, another reason to keep working on this. Well, that will be a problem for later. Store, blue slice 2, I guess. We don't get any mystical ones, which don't exist. Charm sprites. We don't really need to train too much more hunter here. We're already level 96. So it's kind of an option, but not really. It's here. It's something. Continuing on. On October 13th, 2010. Scavenger race competition. Running all over the world and skilling it up. Doing all sorts of different tasks as they come along. Starting at the lumberyard. Rest in peace. Also got a live forum Q&A with T.S. Church for the paperback release of the Betrayal at Falador book in North America. That's nice. On October 14th, 2010, RuneScape game bar update. It's your browser bar, toolbar, now has a friends list. Also got a blog on the big homepage update. It's gonna have a featured content rotator, quick polls, hot forum topics, site map. And it's a larger thing, so they're gonna roll it out piece by piece. Should not keep the website down for so long time. That's something. On October 15th, 2010, last chance to vote in the Golden Joysticks Awards. Go for it. On October 18th, 2010, patch notes. We fixed the player-owned house grass, added Wind Rush to Quick Chat, and Kaylee Sling no longer usable in PvP. Also got new combat sound effects, using real instead of synthesized sounds. Got player hit and death sounds, human NPC hit and death sounds, armor, cows, sheep, chickens, goats, bears, unicorns, woodcutting, mining, and the sounds are all in stereo. So, that's interesting. We've also got more changes to the Make X. Now works with Beast of Burden inventories, but you still need to remove the items from the Beast of Burden while you're making it, so make use of the summoning options and all that. And larger click areas for Aberrant Spectres, Banshees, Gargoyles, Lizards, Toroths, and Warped Terrorbirds, because apparently they were hard to click on. And the October Fest events have been removed and replaced with the Halloween event. Partying is such sweet sorrow. Help Pumpkin Pete throw death a party. Make moonshine for the werewolf backup singers. Get Zabeth Corvid's signature. Find the 8 hiding spiders. And move the spiders to the correct spots on the dance floor. All sorts of Halloween party event kind of stuff. And your reward for doing so is a bone brooch you can wear to turn into bones. Just chilling as a pile of bones. Fun stuff. And also the Puppet Master emote. Just get puppeted around. Making use of the newer addition to the being able to have animations outside the square system here. Flailing all over the place. Having a great time. You also get bonus dialogue if you brought Eek the Spider or the Jack-o'-lantern mask. So, that's fun. And also another game update to fix a login issue. Let's not fix that. On October 22nd, 2010, Halloween comic competition, final day to submit entries. And there's been a zombie outbreak at Clan Wars with some zombie J-mods. Protect the uninfected J-mods, or fight them in order to make them succumb. More infected J-mods equals more zombies for the next stages of the events. Zombies. On October 27th, 2010, a blog on emergent gameplay. We got player-run tournaments, player-run house businesses, item lending services, more holiday side events, wrestling matches, just a general support for alternative gameplay and events and stuff. On October 29th, 2010, Jagex wins the Golden Joystick Award for UK Developer of the Year. Second year in a row. 1.5 million votes. And they're thinking of adding something to the game as a thank you. And the final battle to cure the zombie outbreak over in Clan Wars. On November 1st, 2010, behind the scenes, heading deeper into Daemonheim, a herblore farming hunter update, desert quest, bank improvements, which we're totally going to go use. On November 2nd, 2010, Players Gallery, Halloween themed. Got 2 entire galleries full of ghoulish horrors with 2 featured artists. Good for them. Patch notes. Laura's head is now more human-shaped. The wall charts are now outside of the walls. Remington General Store's walls are attached to the floor. Relief no longer clones himself. Resmar's store stocks more swamp paste. Pest Control Ammo store stocks more adamant javelins. The Cooking Guild store stocks pie dishes. and hunting camouflage has a greater effect. There's also an option to remove charges from black masks to make them tradable more quickly. You can decant noted potions, which could be very helpful for us if we figure out a way to make the potions noted in the first place. Icy Bones drops his book in Dungeoneering, like he's supposed to. The Emil Pet Shop owner will buy all spirit shards, and skill caves have been reworked to use the same icons. Previously, different icons or somethings. We've also got one of the first updates from behind the scenes. The Dungeoneering update. I have to express how much of a pain it was to get over here. In a completely unrelated update, much later, in 2025, the original boat from Alcarid to Damonheim Peninsula here was deleted for some reason. And I also can't just walk straight through the wilderness to get over here, because there is a giant fort in the way. I have to go from Edgel and up around and back down and over here. Inconvenient, to say the least. If we just had the Ring of Kinship, it would solve all of our problems, but that's an inventory slot. Not doing that. We're also not heading down into the dungeons this time for the update, because technically we also don't have the level for it. Deeper and deeper to the warped floors, requiring Dungeoneering levels 95 to 119. This is floors 48 to 60. Got 6 new bosses, 8 new challenge rooms, and 8 new rewards to claim. Also just way higher experience for the higher levels, since you get the higher bonuses and all that. Also, for the 8 rewards, I only found 7, so I don't know, maybe they didn't release one. At any rate, we got most of the shop here now, except for like the things that come later. Some of these are actually quite interesting for us. We've got some necklaces, like the Twisted Bird Skull necklace. Requires 30 prayer, and when you bury a bone, restores 50 prayer points. And that is pretty cool. Later on, more things with ashes and stuff, but it does work for the bone burying if you have the bone crusher. So basically, automatic bone burying, prayer restoring. That's pretty cool. And then you can upgrade, or just get in the first place, the Split Dragon Tooth necklace, requiring 60 prayer. This time, you get 50 prayer points for regular bones, and 100 for big bones, and maybe some other ones, like Wyvern and Baby Dragon or something. Generally just more prayer points for better bones. That's kind of the idea here. And one step further than that, you can get the Demon Horn necklace, requiring 90 prayer, which we don't quite have just yet, but we're working on it. Between 50 prayer points for regular bones, 100 for like big bones and stuff, and 150 for dragon bones and frost dragon bones. We would not really want to bury the frost dragon bones because that'd be a lot less prayer experience, but it would be a lot of prayer points. So that's pretty cool. Definitely slightly more valuable when prayer blocks 100% of the damage, and then you just have infinite prayer for infinite staying alive. Or you can just get soul split. That's also an option. More things in the shop. Another amulet in here somewhere. What's the one? Here it is. The Amulet of Zealots. Improves the effect of any prayers that only boost one skill, and has -5 prayer bonus. Basically, it makes the like leech skills or like the regular prayer single skills stronger, but it doesn't do anything for like piety or turmoil and stuff. So in certain situations, it's actually stronger, but then you also use more prayer, so it's a trade-off. Also got the Spirit Cape, which has some stats, and reduces the amount of summoning points used when using special scrolls. That's pretty neat. We actually have to have the cape. Later on it becomes a passive, so we're not going to unlock that right now. And then we'd actually have to have a summoning familiar and have to make the scrolls for it. So, situational. In certain situations, actually pretty good. Like, specifically like a Steel Titan, really. So, not quite there. Next on the list, we've got a scroll somewhere in this pile. Dexterity, Renewal, Daemonheim, Mercenary Gloves. Got many scrolls. Scroll of Life we already got. Scroll. Scroll of Cleansing. I guess we bought this, and now it actually exists. Whole list of stuff in here. This is Wasteless Herblore. Can now make potions quicker and save secondaries sometimes. Most of our Herblore experience is coming from just penguins and stuff, so whenever we actually do some Herblore, this will actually help. And now it actually exists. Could also go and get a Sneaker Peeper spawn pet. Just bring it out, follows us around, eats Eyes of Newt. That's fun. Still plenty of things in here that don't exist. Much more scrolls and even more expensive pets and stuff. Got a good chunk of tokens here. Enough for now, at least. That is Dungeoneering. If we got rid of everything, we'd go all the way to 120. Now that'd be a lot of Dungeoneering tokens. My goodness. Later. Especially at points when we have to get rid of everything for other reasons. Would be an opportunity. Potentially. For now, we're just going to continue. On November 3rd, 2010, the Halloween comic strip winner, the comic shows the potential hazards of the party room. Dropping stuff, popping things in balloons. Dangerous. They win 6 months of membership, professionally rendered, signed, and framed copy of their comic. That's fun. Also, a forum anniversary celebrations. It's been 1 year for the Norwegian, Polish, and Spanish forums. Head to the party room. Beware of the dangers. Gonna have a forum challenge, PvP at the bandit camp, all sorts of stuff. Also got planned outages for 30 minutes on Thursday. Won't be able to log into RuneScape Fun Orb or the forums. Just a little bit. Preventative maintenance and all that. On November 5th, 2010, free-to-play players with 350 plus total level can now use the forums. That's a bunch of people. Not too difficult to get 350 total. On November 9th, 2010, International Fight Nights 2, 16 Communities Clan Wars Tournament. Lots of Clan Wars. We got patch notes. We got animations for adding herbs to vials. The gas mask and disguise remodeled. A child in Bergderot now walks correctly. The Falador cow calves have discovered how to moo. Pyramid plunder mummies attack the person that disrupted it. Pet chameleons will change color on request, instead of based on the area they're in. Water source added near the Lumbridge Anvil, and a bunch of dungeoneering fixes, but with the whole new update here. We also got temporary immunity from random events when you die to the corporeal beast, so you can go and get your stuff back. Right-click collect kingdom rewards from Advisor Grimm, 5 times faster game download speed, and the apothecary can make multiple strength potions at once. Main update here, that we're not going to make any use of, is the bank and equipment screen update. You can now equip items, eat food, fill pouches, drink potions, while you're still in the bank interface. Right-click options to view stats and weights of items, compare item stats, damage absorption rates in the stat screen, and you can toggle between the bank and equipment screens to get things equipped and unequipped and look at the stats very easily. all our stuff is all our stuff. So, don't need to compare anything, really. Or bank, because we don't. On November 11th, 2010, clan submissions page. We got artwork, interviews, articles, clans. November 19th, 2010. Development video for Dungeoneering Part 2. From warped floors, start to finish. All sorts of stuff. On November 23rd, 2010, the Gillinor Crusades. Join the JMod's team to battle for points to purchase locations on the map. Got all sorts of competitions like Clan Wars, PvP World stuff, Steel and Creation, etc. Events. On November 24th, 2010, more website maintenance. Keep on working on the new website look stuff. New accounts will now use email addresses instead of usernames to sign up and sign in. Existing accounts can set up character names to change to the email login. It's generally more secure, easier password reset requests, and freeing up millions of unused character names. Assuming they have not logged in the last year, have never had membership, and have no skills over 30. So, that's still quite a few people. Account names and stuff. Patch notes. No more morphing trousers. The top of Yanil's city walls don't float. Doors in Wyroof Dungeon can no longer be passed solo, until they become passable solo again later. More different seeds on the low-level seeds drop table. And several things no longer sink into the ground. The Thanksgiving turkeys are back in Lumbridge. Same event as in 2009, so if you did that one, you can't repeat it. Same rewards, too. There's new spit roasts in the Feldup Hills. An in-game update warning message when updates are coming out, so you can be prepared in advance to get out of dangerous locations and finish what you're doing. Compressed right-click menu. There's too many options. Fill a coal bag from the bank. XP counter has commas. And we can escort Leela to the Sensliton Mastaba. We can go do that. After we look at all the rest of the stuff here. We can go over to Leela Wall, look at the rest of the stuff. We got some graphics options changes. You can choose to use lower settings on OpenGL and DirectX. You can have software mode available for Mac and Linux. Auto setup should still be the best performance. And generally there should be better performance in general. Safe mode is no longer available to select, just as a fallback option, basically. Achievement Diary interface, replaced with the task interface, now shows 6 tasks that you can go do in the given area. List of tasks sortable by area and difficulty, filterable by completion, and some new Lumbridge tasks that are not part of the task set. These give a GP reward, and possibly the other Achievement Diary stuff also gives a GP reward. But maybe not, maybe later. It's all something here. Alright guys. Where is Leela even? Updates and changes. The new Lumbridge tasks were removed in 2017. So, can't do those. And we're not going to go and claim the coins from there right now, because they might not exist. Not too sure about it. And we don't really need more money currently. Worry about that later. We've got single option objectives tab replaced by skill targets. Right click a skill, set a target, and get some information about it. Like here. We need 5 million prayer XP to get to 95. 65,000 XP an hour? Yeah. We've done worse. Let's clear that. And see if we even have Leela around. There is still one more update here, but let's do this one first. Or something. She's right here. Previously it was more over this side. Now over this side. Hey, Leela. Hello, Leela. Hello, Harkle, Ultimate Ironman, Artic. It's a happy coincidence, or perhaps providence.
I was just about to make the trip to the Masaba, east of Uzer, to pay homage to the Pharaoh Queen. I wonder whether you would like to join me. I'm sure she'd like to hear of your clash with the Scaberites.
How do you know about that?
How could a daughter of Osmond not know?
Touche.
Quite. So are you coming or not?
Sure, let's go.
Then let us be on our way.
And we're actually on our way. You travel through the desert until you arrive at the Pharaoh Queen's Mastaba. Okay. Now Leela's over here. Look at that. Hi.
Leela, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic, welcome. Your Majesty, it's an honor to finally meet you. Leela, you may call me Senlitin. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic went to some length to retrieve my name. It would be a poor gesture if we did not make good use of it. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic, if you'll excuse us, Leela and I have much to talk about.
Right? You want me to leave?
I will call you when I have need of you. If you'll just step outside for a moment to grant us some privacy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk outside. Not across this trap floor or anything. We're just gonna go look at this pit or something. Leela and the Pharaoh Queen speak for many hours. Eventually, the Pharaoh Queen calls your name.
Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic.
Yeah, what? I'm still here. Hi.
I've been talking with Senlitin. I fear things are far worse in the desert than we could have suspected.
Does Osmond know you're here?
No. I wasn't meant to make contact with Senlitin until directed, but he must learn that I'm his daughter, not his slave.
What do you think of the Pharaoh Queen?
Senlitin? She is remarkable. I find myself constantly holding my tongue. She's easily offended and painfully proud.
By proud you mean stubborn, right?
Ha! Perhaps, but don't let her hear you say that.
We could return to the surface. I'm gonna do that right now.
Senlitin, greetings, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic.
You called?
I thank you again for reinstating the sanctuary of my tomb and awakening me from my death.
My pleasure. They said that you might be able to help Osmond in his important work.
Osmond? Yes, I hope to help him. However, my first loyalty has and always shall be to my kingdom. So much has changed. These are not the lands I remember. Leela tells me that the fertile river lands have crumbled into dust and sand, that the forests have been uprooted by the sun, my once great empire has fallen to treachery. These changes are nothing but scant warnings of what will come, if I have read the signs correctly.
Your Majesty?
Leela says you encountered followers of the ancient sect of Scabaris. Expand on this.
The Scaberites attacked Sulfanem. They believed they had made contact with Scabaris and were acting on his command. Only they were wrong. It wasn't Scabaris, it was...
a mascot?
Yes, a mascot, or the Devourer as she is now known. Deceived the Scaberites and led them to war. No doubt she wanted to burn Sulfanem to the ground.
That is certainly one conclusion we could draw. This is worrying. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. These are dark times for the Kharidian Empire. Should I need your aid, could I count upon you?
Always, Your Majesty.
Most noble, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic.
Okay. Dark days indeed. And even darker days. Worse than we ever suspected. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dark days ahead. Darker days even further ahead. In the desert. That's something. Other update is somewhere basically the complete opposite of the desert. Let's go to Taverley. This is Betamax. And this is Wilbur. A little out of place. They are a Jadinko for a new update. Dr. Betamax.
Hello there.
Hello, who are you?
My name is Betamax. I'm a botanist in training.
What's a botanist?
Someone studies and identifies different plants and their properties.
What are you studying?
Currently nothing. I'm waiting for Aslorix, my mentor, to come back from the herblore habitat.
Habitat?
Oh, it's fascinating. There are all these new creatures and plants, and, well, I'm probably not the best person to explain it. If you want to go see for yourself, I have a small stock of these weird teleport bag things. They'll take you straight there. Want to buy one? Yep. 2,000 coins for a bag. Juju teleport sphere bag. There you go. And there are talk options here. What's that walking next to you? This guy. Oh, that's Wilbur. He's a Jadinko.
What's a Jadinko?
I have no idea.
Okay. No clue what this is. They're just here. Teleport. Juju's teleport spirit bag. Get some vines pulling us into the earth. And we pop up on the complete southeastern point of Karamja, where we have Papa Mambo. Hi. Why are you laughing?
Can you not hear her joke? I'm not one of her. It's not one of her best, but it's still a good one.
Whose joke? What are you talking about?
Why, the Vine's joke, of course. Can you hear someone else around here? Perhaps you're going crazy.
She? What do you mean the Vine is she? Because she's female.
How do you know? I mean, she's a plant.
Yeah, she told me that. She's a lady.
She's telling you now. Can you not hear her?
Yes, I can totally hear her.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you can hear her. She's been nagging me since you arrived. Between you and me, she can be quite annoying at times. She's telling me you should give me all your gold coins.
Ah.
You saddened me. I hoped you could hear her beautiful singing, but you clearly cannot. Pay you no ill will, the loss is yours, my friend.
Tell me about yourself.
Who are you? I'm Papa Mambo, shaman and protector of this vine. Once I was the shaman of Shiloh Village, now I'm a keeper of this vine.
Why'd you leave the village?
We did not see eye to eye on all things. Some thought my studies were unnerving, but it always seemed such a shame leaving the dead buried when there was such good work they could do.
What is this place?
Oh, I see you've taken interest in this little vine. I grew this vine from a root cutting of the jade vine to the north. She was a little clumsy and cut me while I took it. I've since imbued the cutting with my own magic to help her make her what she is today. She grows food for her Jadinkos and extends her arms so they can find home in her shade. And she grows different things. Each thing is nectar to one type of Jadinko, but poison to another. Encourage her to grow different combinations of plants, much as different Jadinkos are drawn into her embrace.
What would be the point of attracting different Jadinkos?
Aside from the joy of seeing nature's majesty.
Yes, aside from that.
Suppose you could hunt the Jadinkos you attract. They have special properties you could use. I have some special Wormsaw traps that will catch them if you have the skill. The Jadinkos here are part of the vine herself. They are infused with her magic. Once hunted, they can provide powerful ingredients for powerful new potions, if you have the know-how. As you're new to this vine, take this little gift from me. Papa Mambo has a red vine blossom seed, a green vine blossom seed, and a blue vine blossom seed. Use them to make the vine bloom and blossom, so many Jadinkos will come. If you run out, you can buy more from me.
Okay. What are Jadinkos?
That's the name I is given to the strange creatures that live here. It's a nice ring to it, I was thinking.
So you say that different plants attract different creatures.
Oh yes. Vine is home to many variations of the strange Jadinkos that wander here. Each one is attracted by different combinations of plants and environmental features. And some can only be attracted by those who have used a special juju potion on the flowers. Drawn to the magic like moth to the flame they are. Most Jadinkos, they like the same thing, will be back attracted by that combination. But there are Jadinkos whose tastes are fickle and their requirements change every week or so. These fickle creatures, when captured, give you ingredients that can enhance your mastery of this strange habitat. Used to make your experience here more rewarding. If you attract them and catch them, that is.
Is there any reason to catch them all?
Of course. If you are skilled enough to catch one of each Jadinko type that wander here, come and speak to me. I have a reward for you.
Alright.
And tell me about the potions I can make. These potions are different from the others you can create. First, they be uniquely tied to you, your essence. No other can benefit from them. Second, they open up new ways of seeing the world and finding new rewards. Each is different and provides a special benefit. Perhaps most important is the Juju Hunter potion you can create. This potion will attract new creatures to the vine. These Juju potions cannot be made in normal potion vial. They must be made in a specialty creative Juju vial. Only they can hold the power. Where can I get Juju vials from? I was the only one that sells them, strangely enough. Okay. I'll leave you be. You may want to visit the druid. He's learned about this habitat. Like you, he's share your knowledge he has gained. Goodbye, my friend. Trade Papa Mambo. He sells the 3 vine blossom seeds and none of these other seeds until 2019. Got the teleport bags to get back over here. The plants for hunting the Jadinkos. Also new spawns for other Jadinkos. The Juju vials of water, some farming stuff. Good stuff. This is the herblore habitat. There is a lot to do here. Farming, construction, hunter, herblore, all kinds of stuff. We've got a new fruit tree patch, a vine bush patch, or special vine bush seeds from here, a feature patch, which you can build various different things with construction, which are required for getting the Jadinkos to come. We got the vine flower patch for these 3. Vine herb patch for the vine herbs to make the potions. We got a leprechaun, zombie farmer. This guy over here. He's got some more information we could talk to him about. Hello, isn't this place amazing? So many different Jadinkos, so many factors that influence their life here. Truly Gothix moves in mysterious ways. Who are you? My name is Aslerix. I'm originally from Taverley, but I simply had to come and see this astounding habitat in person. What's so special about it? Everything. Okay, maybe not everything, but a decent proportion. For a start, did you know you can grow combinations of plants to attract different Jadinkos? What is a Jadinko? What do you think it is? It's a curious name, I agree. Papa Mambo apparently named them. A Jadinko is a strange lizard-like creature. They're evidently some kind of walking plant. Fascinating, really. What's more, they have vines growing from them, each infused with remarkable magical energies. Imagine the potions you create using those vines as ingredients. What potions do you think I could create? I'm afraid you have me a little stumped there, friend. I'm going to bet the potions have unique effects. Why, there are even new herbs that can grow in here. I'm guessing that combined with some of the magical vines, you can get a variety of effects. What herbs can I grow here? Well, certainly not the herbs you're used to growing. Everything you can grow here, with the exception of certain fruit trees, is grown from the vine herself. So you can only grow special vine herbs here. Herself? Grab me Toadflax, he's got me thinking the vine's female now. It. Clearly I meant to refer to the vine as itself rather than herself. Show me attract Jinkos. You show me how to attract Jinkos 2. Can you show me how to attract Jinkos 4? Fascinating. Of course, follow me. Info on Jadinko tracking. Let's start with the flower patch here. You can see there's nothing growing here yet. However, if we were to cause something to grow here, actually the vine plants don't grow this fast, but I have a few tricks up my robe sleeves. You'll find you can grow plants here faster than normal. Now with this plant fully grown, you should sense a change in the habitat. See if a Jadinko turns up. Aha, there's one now. A common Jadinko. This is the easiest of the Jadinkos to attract, as they are enticed by the aroma of all flower types that grow here. Let's send it away. Sometimes you won't want to attract all available creature types. Talk to Papa Mambo to ward them away. And then they go away. Okay, that clearly worked. Let's try something more complex. This is the environmental feature. Certain different features is likely to attract different creatures. Let's create a thermal vent for the moment, see if we can attract something new. Now, it's hard work. You have a certain degree of construction knowledge to be able to build these features. They're not easy to make. Of course, if you can't build them yourself, you can always pay Papa Mambo to build them for you. He makes quite a lucrative business out of it. When this feature alone didn't appear to do anything, let's see what else the creature may be attracted by. An orange tree might help. Alright, let's see what happens if we grow a lurgberry bush. Lurg berries. And copper berries. Aha! There you go. I can hear them coming now. An igneous Jadinko. These rocky creatures are tougher to catch than the basic Jadinko, but their vines are so much more useful. Most Jadinkos are caught using marmoset plants. You lays the plants on the ground, using a standard bug trap. Marmoset plants can only be planted in the herblore habitat, however. In addition to marmoset plants, you can also catch some Jadinkos using tracking. There are networks of tunnels beneath the herblore habitat, so if a Jadinko goes down one of those holes, they could emerge at any other hole. It's worth being thorough. Hunter. Farming. To the hunter. And some construction. And then herblore. Heard Papa Mambo talk about some rare Jadinkos whose tastes are more whimsical. Evidently, there are 3 types of Jadinko that frequent the nearby island. These creatures share traits with Guthix, Ceradomin, or Zamorak, and their tastes vary each week. One week they can be attracted to apple trees, the next orange trees, and so on. But I have no doubt that their vines would make for powerful potions within this habitat. But Papa Mambo will offer additional rewards if you catch all of them in a week as well. I think that covers everything. Manage to attract new Jadinko, record the combination of plants used to do it. As the whimsical Jadinkos change each week, I won't keep record of their tastes. I also find plant seeds by hunting Jadinkos. They seem to hoard them for some reason. So essentially, it's a mostly self-contained ecosystem here. We attract the basic Jadinkos and build some stuff to get some other Jadinkos. Hunt them for the seeds, specifically the bush seeds and herb seeds, and also sometimes the fruit tree seeds. Depending on each different Jadinko and how you get them and what it takes to get them and what they drop. You can get a pile of different seeds going, switching it all out to catch all the different ones each week to get part of Papa Mambo's outfit. If you do the more complicated ones, to get the 3 God Jadinkos per week, you can also get his mask, which is a teleport back to here. These can all be stored in the house. Definitely a whole thing. And rewards for doing so, you can get some Juju potions. Let's look through the heap of potions here. Most important, like they said, for continuing to do more stuff here, is the Juju Hunter Potion. This, you pour on the flowers to get the higher level Jadinkos to come. You need a dose every 5 minutes. Also got cooking potions, which makes a gumbo or something. Farming potions gives you more herbs and stuff. Fishing potions, you get special fish, like Baron sharks or something for the gumbo or something. Mining potions, you get more mining. Woodcutting does more woodcutting. And then the God potions give more XP or something. Overall, it's a very resource intensive, lots of different moving parts, and just so much easier with later updates. Especially getting a whole bunch of fruit tree seeds. Definitely not the easiest thing currently. There's definitely things here that we could benefit from having. But especially with no way to store all the things, I don't think. It is difficult. Exchange Tool Leprechaun. Talk to the Tool Leprechaun. Yeah. Jadinkos. Herblore habitat. It's a thing. Worry about this later. On November 25th, 2010, Game Bar update. Now has the game time clock and some daily event reminders. We got the RuneScape Gods Exposed Monkey Voice Acting Competition. Winner will be in the 10th episode and get a year of membership and some merch. There's some fixes for the graphics options update. Any size screen has returned. You use minimum settings if you want to have it look like safe mode, kinda. Just try the higher graphics settings. It's probably gonna be fine. And left click will now work on big piles of stuff when the right click has grouped everything together. Heaps and piles of things.
On November 29th, 2010, the Gillinor Globe, Community News. Festive poem and short story, clan gossips, all these competitions going on. Just get them all in one place. And another RuneScape Gods Exposed competition, this time for a movie poster. Get a year membership and some merch. December 1st, 2010. Behind the scenes. Warriors Guild improvements, new hit splats, Christmas event. And also technically one thing from the November behind the scenes that didn't come out yet. Patch notes. Shields won't move erratically all over the place when wielded along with scimitars. The Regicide quest summons NPC won't show up in Daemonheim. Task system uses the correct levels for Mage Training Arena and Agility shortcut. It's telling you things you can do. Lurgberry bushes won't turn into Helferberry bushes when pruned. You're in the Herblore habitat. And you can now withdraw the Witch Doctor set from the costume room. Previously you could put it in and then never take it out again, which is pretty wild. We've also got percentages in the skill targets options. Less clicks to use gnome gliders. Halloween masks colors closer to original. The dragon scimitar redesign is out with a new wielding position that makes use of the whole multi-tile animation business. And a whole blog on how that went and was made and all that. But now finally, we've made it to the next quest. Quests. 2010. The last one. Do no evil. It's a desert quest. Requiring animal magnetism, shadow of the storm, desert treasure, smoking kills, missing my mummy, dealing with Scabarus, recipe for disaster, freeing King Opoge, fully restoring the Senlitan from missing my mummy, 100%, bring Leela to Senlitan's tomb, 50 range, 60 construction, 68 crafting, 70 magic, and 70 thieving. Items required. A Gorilla Grigri, the Ring of Karos, Ava's Accumulator, a cat, a desert shirt, a desert robe, a pair of desert boots, 3 full water skins, 10 bananas, 6 teak planks, 10 bolts of cloth, a hammer, saw, 3 ropes, 4 knives, a monkey speak amulet, a ghost speak amulet, monkey speak amulet mold, runes for a bunch of ancient magic, and at least 1,000 coins. Recommends 100 combat. Length very long. We already escorted Leela, so we are ready to go. Just need to head back over there. I suppose it could have been an idea to escort Leela and then start the quest, since we would be already over there. But we have a lot of stuff we need to go collect. And we had all those monkey bits again. So basically we get to do monkey madness for a 3rd time or something. Yeah. Monkey madness essentially completed, plus a bunch of other things. Could not hold all the different stuff, so just have some of the supplies and things here. Put the armor in the house to wield the desert robes for desert stuff. Ready as we're gonna be here. Let us speak with Senlitan. Greetings, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Talk about do no evil. Can I be of service? Perhaps, but first let me tell you a story. My memories have only recently returned to me, and it is an indulgence to share them with someone. When I was a young girl, no older than 3 or 4 years old, I played in the great pine forests of the Eastern Caridian Empire. A servant watched over me. She was elderly, and I was young and nimble. I evaded her and headed deep into the forest. I remember feeling happy and free. That was the first time I had been alone. For a pharaoh, solitude is a gift, one we relish greatly but are granted very rarely. As I delved deeper, I heard distinct shrieks, and my revelry turned quickly to fear. I started to cry and sat upon the dirt. I knew then of death. I saw it in the jaws of a jackal as it approached. Suddenly there was a rustle in the trees above, and out dropped a dozen monkeys. They formed a circle about me and bared their teeth at the jackal.
To my shock, the jackal turned and ran. In that forest, the jackal feared the monkey, for the monkey fought as one group. The monkeys were friendly animals, kind enough to save a little girl, and through friendship they found strength. What happened to you? The monkeys brought me to the edge of the forest and waited till I was found by my father's men. They fell to their knees and worshipped the monkeys like gods.
What happened to the servant?
She returned to the palace and informed the guards of what had happened. After I was found, they led her out into the hot lands and chained her to a stake. They left her to die in the heat. She was so old, I doubt she lived long.
Well, that's awful.
She had failed in her duties and put my life at risk. Her punishment was to be expected. I imagine she went to her death willingly. The shame would have been great.
And where are you going with this?
The forests are gone and the desert monkeys have no home nor shade to keep out of the heat. Where do they live now?
I think that some work with Ali Morsane's carpet overseers.
Those monkeys are imported from Karamja. They are not native to the desert.
Then I don't know. I suppose they must have died out.
You say that with too little concern. In my time, the monkeys were a sacred creature, revered like the cats. I need your help, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. You must return the sacred monkeys to the desert.
Start. Do no evil. What's the big deal? Why are desert monkeys so crucial?
I see you do not connect this with the goddess Atmakan. Go to the city of Sophanim. Lila tells me that the Sphinx still abides there. She and a local priest called Jagex know much about minor deities. Discover all there is to know about a goddess called Atmakan. Doing so will illuminate the importance of the desert monkey.
Okay. Go to Sophanim, you say. You can talk to these guys to return to the surface, which is something at least. Now we're out in the desert, having a great time. Alright. We can get to the carpets over to Sophanim, I suppose. Definitely plenty of no forests and trees and monkeys out here in the desert. My goodness. Over to Narda here. Into Sophanim. Very doable. Completely changed layout and everything, but, you know, work with what we got here. Travel with the rug merchant. We go to South Polydemniche, and then now to Sophanim. These are the same. Instant transportation. Always unfortunate. Having the whole right in the carpet business. Much more interesting. Enter the gate. We also got the quest area marker area here. It's definitely something. Go around the gate, go inside. We know where we're going. Okay. Talk to Jagex and the Sphinx. Hello, Jagex.
Hello, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic.
Jagex rubs his head tenderly. I him saying that? Are you okay? Some degenerate clubbed me and gave me a lump the size of an egg on the back of my head. That was Osmond. I'll keep my eyes peeled for suspicious characters. A fairly good idea who did it. Who? That linen merchant, Simon. She's never liked me. Keep an eye out for her. Not what we're talking about. Okay. Can you tell me more about the minor gods? Specifically, we are looking for information on Atmakan. Atmakan was the most mischievous, playful, and unpredictable of the minor deities. My personal favorite, in fact. I'm guessing I shouldn't trust you then. While Atmakan was mischievous, she was also a goddess of friendship. Like her, I may trip you, but I'll catch you before you fall. Well, that's good to know. I presume she looked slightly inhuman. She had the head of a monkey, ape, or baboon, depending on the nature she was displaying at the time. The monkey was skillful, the ape was wise, and the baboon was comical. Yeah, see? Jax, I can't help notice that you're speaking in the past tense. Ah, sorry, yes. I'm of the opinion, and it's an opinion not shared by many, I should add, that Atmakan has moved on from these lands. I've read reams of scripture detailing Atmakan, heard endless tales of her deeds,
Can't believe that the desert would be such a warring, somber, plague-filled place if she was still felt here.
Well, that's interesting.
Jax, can I ask you some more questions about her? Of course. Tell me more about Atmaken's connection with monkeys. Atmaken was once a monkey. Many people believe that the native monkeys embodied her very spirit. They were her most beloved supporters. There haven't been any wild monkeys in the desert for a long time. Not since I was a child. I'm afraid the lack of monkeys living here is only further proof that Atmaken has indeed moved on. Can you tell me about Atmaken's followers? Atmaken is worshipped by those who value the community and friendship above anything else. Mothers, priests, and even politicians. Atmaken originated in the west, in the space between two warring tribes. There she found most of her support. Tell me about Atmaken's influence over the desert. Atmaken's influence was subtle but incredible. She was an infectious laugh, a jaunty jig, joke you heard 100 times before, but still chuckle at. It may not sound like much. These subtleties have been known to avert wars and make enemies set aside their differences. And more of the minor gods. Not any more, we just need Atmaken information right now. Lore and such. Here's the Sphinx. Good day. And the cat's here. Could have possibly brought the cat speak amulet. Not too worried about it. Sphinx ignores you. How interesting. A cat. Come here to me, kitty. Meow. Cat and the Sphinx converse in a yowling language for a short time. What do you want, human? I need help. With what? The cat tells me you have held the Devourer at bay. And so are the gods of the Menophites. I suppose I could spare a moment or two. What do you want to know about? Oh, minor gods. Atmaken. Atmaken has the head of a monkey and she is the incarnation of friendship and jest. Good for a chat, but prone to exaggeration by all reports. You've met Atmaken? That's for me to know and you to contemplate. By all accounts, she's a feisty thing. It's said that during Tumaken's dream, she scampered upon Tumaken's very shoulders. What did Tumaken do? Turned her into a deity of all things. I'm sure Jagex of the Temple Lesser Gods can give more information, should you seek it. I think I've learned enough about Atmaken. I understand why these monkeys are so important. Very important. Very monkeys. Okay. So now, we'll go and return back to Leela and Senliton. Just gonna go take the carpet, run back to the mastaba, and go through there. Typically there's a shortcut all the way to the Pharaoh Queen. That probably exists. Shortcuts inside there anyways, so all works out. Here we are. Senliton. Greetings, Harkot. I'm Artic. Talking about do no evil. Have you learned all you can about Atmaken from Jackson the Sphinx? Yes, I think I understand why the desert monkeys are essential. Good. Atmaken was once a monkey turned into a deity by Tumaken, father of the Caridian lands. Monkeys are her symbol, her greatest supporters, and her mortal embodiment. Of all the gods, Atmaken is most humble. She is a hard goddess to offend, but for Caridian people to have averted their eyes while her monkeys died, that is an affront to her honor. Leela tells me the desert is a cruel, harsh, and unfriendly place. My descendants turned their back on the goddess of friendship, so what else could they expect? Monkeys must be reintroduced to the desert. Not as pets, but as free creatures. Must be wild, playful, and hardy. I was asked that you do this for me. I cannot leave this tomb yet, and I need Leela to act as my eyes and ears. Okay. And how would we do that? Expected. Talk about monkeys. I'm unable to find any monkeys that seem suitable. I can't help you with that. The monkeys from Karamjar are reportedly cruel and stupid. I wouldn't waste my time with them. Different monkeys. We know of some monkeys. Let's wear a monkey speak amulet. And go bananas. Specifically go get bananas to teleport to Apatol. Make our life easier here. Go to Karamjar. Grab a banana. We got the other runes needed here. For teleporting around for while we were doing the whole get everything from doing Monkey Madness business. Hey, Patrol, teleport. Works. We can even wheel the Gree. That
Doesn't even take off the shield, interestingly. We got space. Okay. Let's talk to some monkeys. Ibuzaru. Mizaru? Kikazaru? How's it going? Excuse me. Mizaru is singing. Born from an egg on a mountaintop. The punkiest monkey that ever popped. Excuse me. What is it, Harry? Trying to take some of our kind back to the desert. What? Like shocked. What did he say? Mizaru points himself and somehow conveys the desert by pretending to be a cactus. Oh. What? What are you gibbering about? The desert? Monkeys don't live in the desert. Every monkey knows that. Some children told me they used to, but they all die or left. There's this goddess called Atmaken. Mizaru whacks Mizaru on the side of his head. Right. How do you know about her? Us? How do you know about her? Well, Atmaken is a human god. Mizaru mimes a rather unflattering impersonation of a human. Human? Where? There. Mizaru points dramatically at you. I meant. Okay, please don't overreact. I am a human. Overreact! Monkeys shriek and flail frantically until they eventually run out of steam. Are you done? Mizaru nods. I have a greedy that lets me take on the form of a monkey. I've been using it to travel around the island unhindered. We too have a secret. What is it? I am actually a banker from Lumbridge. Ibuzaru is a baker from Varrock, and Kikazaru is a knight of Falador. We've also been using Gregory's to disguise ourselves. What? Really? No, that would be an incredibly underhanded and deceptive thing to do. Oh, right, well. My intentions were good. I was just trying to help your king. Show us your human form, and then we'll decide whether you're trustworthy or not. Yeah, Campbell, he's watching. Watching. Bananas. Then get rid of him. Okay. The banana puzzle thing. I'm just gonna drop all the sharks and water skins. Probably gonna need more than that. Drop these. Drop the spade. Give me some space. Take pile of bananas from the banana crate. Grab a banana. Grab a banana. It's green and stuff. Okay. You can see the situation here. We got the monkey guards. The monkey guard. Crate of bananas. Bananas. Drop bananas. Go bananas. Okay. See if we can get this going well. We need to, essentially, lure the monkey guard over to the crate of bananas. To do that, we just need bananas. Every so often. Luring over there. Drop one here. Drop one here. Drop one here. Drop one here. You need to also be concerned about distances and despawning and speed. And they are already despawning. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's not gonna work then. How many inventory space are we gonna need for this? This could be a problem. We need to come back and get more bananas. We can still remove a few more pieces from this inventory, technically. How far away do you grab the banana? There's a banana behind you. Banana over here. Oh, you left. Too far away. Trail ends. Very particular about it. Alright. This is going to be a process, for sure. Banana here. Banana here. Banana here. Banana here. It's too far. Banana here. Banana here. Nope. Alright. We're gonna need more space than this. We can get rid of more things. Go buy more water runes and fire runes. And Ghost Speak Amulet. There's total number of bananas we can make use of here. Probably check these back off of the list of things we don't have. Ghost Speak Amulet, a spade. We got the cat, we got the desert stuff. Muskegee, gorilla, we have Karos, Ava's, Monkey Speak Amulet, Amulet Mold. Don't have enough runes anymore. Okay. This is also even worse with really, really bad ping. But for this much, we should be able to get to this bit. Right here. 2 spaces, 3 spaces tops maybe. We can get far enough in front of him and go grab more bananas. 1, 2, 3 banana. 1, 2, 3 banana. He got stuck on a different banana. Okay. It's a process here. It's a process. Specific locations and everything. Okay. And here. 1, 2, 3 banana. 1, 2, 3 banana. 1, 2, 3 banana. 1, 2, 3 banana. 2, 3 banana. Doesn't like the corners either. Going through the doors and stuff. It looks like it's open, but it's actually completely covered square there. Something to consider with this whole system here. I'm getting to here, maybe. Here. And here. 4 squares. To here. Nope. 3 squares. Okay. It's a process for sure out here. I need more bananas than this, honestly. Inventory space. Always a concern. Here. Banana here. Banana here. Banana here. Banana here. Banana here. Banana here. 3 here. 1, 2, 3 banana. 1, 2, 3 banana. 1, 2 something banana. A little bit here banana. Over here banana. A bit over here banana. Over in this corner banana. Up this way banana. Grab a few more bananas. Banana here. Banana here. I think we got him. Alright. Perfect. Just need to go get a few more things. He finds the crate. He's just having a great time. Let's not disrupt him. Okay. Remove the Gorilla Gree. Hey. What's going on? Ah, human. Scary, go away. Ah. They've gotten rid of that guard. Well, come on then. Show us what you got. My curious George, he's a human. Overreact! They shriek and flail frantically until they eventually run out of steam. Again. Finished? Disguise yourself. Quick, quick, quick. There you go. Wings are chattering. As well as using rapid sign language, you only hear snippets of the conversation. Atmacan, after all this time, trick us, no doubt, Atmacan. No tricks here. You say you know of Atmacan, but how can we trust you? You could be sent here by our nemesis to trick us. Yuzar cuffs Mizar's ears and presses a finger to his mouth. You're off me. Right, we'll sell this and see how much you really know about her. Atmacan changes her head depending on her mood. Yes, I know that. Oh, really? Well, what head does she show us when she's feeling a bit of a joker? Maybe the baboon head. Did he get it right? Yuzar nods furiously. Yeah, he got lucky. So you're a smarty pants, but you're clued up on the goddess. Well, a real follower of Atmacan would enjoy a good riddle. Fine, fine, let's hear it. A stupid squirrel came upon a monkey and foolishly challenged him. Oh, wise and agile monkey, despite your speed and wit, there's one place where I can be, where you shall never sit. Wise monkey accepts, his eyes are light. Oh, where did that stupid squirrel sit? Down a tree, down a burrow, up a tree, next to a sleeping tiger, on the monkey's shoulder. Silly squirrel, I thought he was so clever, with his bushy tail, but cunning monkey said, you said there was one place where I cannot be, but you can... Yet, there are two. Care to see? The squirrel nodded. And the monkey gobbled him up. The monkeys cackle. Even Kikazaru, who you're pretty sure didn't hear the story, laughs. I can see I'm chasing a dead end here. I'm going. Wait. What? It was a test. Wasting my time was a test? No. It was all cunning assessment. A battle of wits. Let's tally the results, divide by 12, multiply by 7, and add the remainder to the power of 4. Why, you pass with flying colors. You'll come with me? Well, yes, fine. We'll come then. Kizaru conveys these. What's happening to Kikazaru? We'll need more monkeys. You'll need to go to the king. Kizaru pulls at Kizaru's ear. Not now, Kizaru. Go to the king. Hardcore, what's an Ironman? Artic? You will need to convince him. Say, you want to start a colony in the desert? That should do it. So thumps Kizaru on the side of the head, pretends to be a monster. Quiet down. Alright. Convince the king, you say. Ring of Kairos. For one, you need to do some convincing. Classic stuff. Also, don't need this other banana. Looking great. Gone. What do you want? I must speak to Owoge on a subject of great import. As you wish. In we go. Hey, Owoge, how's it going? Hello, stranger. What can I do for you? Looking for some fellow monkeys to repopulate the Caridian Desert. That's human territory. Why would I want to send my monkeys there? To build the greatest monkey colony ever. A colony? What a fantastic idea. We'll build it on Kramja. Kramja would be perfect, your majesty. No, it needs to be in the desert. The desert? That dead place? What would you want to build it there? To build a stronghold. To create a bastion of monkey power in the center of the desert. The camels will fear you, your majesty. Colonies are built for trade. What would we trade with the desert? Sand? Oh, good one, your majesty. The desert has lots of fine goods to trade. Name one. Sand! Wow. Camels from Polynich. Those sand spitters, no thanks. Magic carpets from Al-Qarid. A carpet should stay where it is, not move about. Spices? Spices? Hot, no thanks. Next. Scimitars from Al-Qarid. Scimitars? We have scimitars already. You want us to trade scimitars for scimitars? You're pretty stupid for a monkey. Chalk ices from Narda. A chalk ice? What's that? It's a chocolatey, creamy treat that tastes cold in any weather. Sounds delicious. Oh, it is. And all chocolatey and creamy. And cold on a hot day. Yeah, right, yeah. And in the shape of a monkey. Of course, well, no, it's sort of a rectangle. I mean, well, it could be. Bring me a chalk ice shaped like a monkey. If it's as good as you say it is, we can talk business. Okay. Now we need a chalk ice shaped like a monkey. Monkey amulet mold. That's the shape of a monkey. Chalk ice in Narda. All that other stuff that we dropped, we need to get that back. Head over there. Also went and got on Ancient Magics for icy spells, which we're going to use momentarily here. Roku. Commission. Owoge's Chalk Ice. Good day. I'd like to commission a special kind of chalk ice. So you've heard about legendary chalk ices. We shall have one of in the smallest of seconds, for the meager price of 100 gold coins. I'm not after one of your usual chalk ices, like a less conventional one shaped like a chimp. Shaped like a chimp? Whatever for? If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Ah, particular customer. I'm guessing I have known many eccentrics in my time. They're people of exacting standards and deep wallets. Yes, I shall make you a chimp ice for 1,000 coins. Deal. Excellent, excellent. I need a mold in which to set the iced chocolate. Do you have such an item? Well, I have this amulet mold in the shape of a monkey's head. That will do perfectly. Hand it over. Hand over the monkey amulet mold. Oku delves into a nearby ice cooler and emerges a few minutes later with a chalk ice in the shape of a monkey's head. Ah, well, yes. Here's your chimp ice. Is there a problem? No problem at all, my dear friend. No problem at all. Well, perhaps there's but the smallest of problems. A gnat-sized one, you understand. The magic that keeps the ice frozen seems to be escaping out of the unconventional shape. It appears that a rectangular shape is far superior at containing magic than a monkey shape. That doesn't sound good. Do not worry yourself, as I said. It's with the smallest of problems. As long as you refrain from teleporting while holding it, all will be fine, I'm sure. Why shouldn't I teleport? Such a surge of matter-disrupting magic will likely melt your chimp ice to a puddle, my friend. Okay, so don't teleport and then it won't melt? Of course, of course. Well, perhaps not. What? Well, the magic is seeping out, my friend. You'll have to think of a way to keep that tasty treat frozen. Now set off, my friend, or you find that your chalk ice is a puddle of chocolate. Hand over 1,000 coins in exchange for chimp ice. Alright. Chimp ice. It's beginning to melt. Freeze the chimp ice with an ice blitz. Now with blood runes. Freeze it with a ice burst. We'll keep it frozen a bit longer. Won't last forever though. Ancient magics. Ice magic, keeping it frozen. Fantastic stuff. Traveling around and around. Gonna go all the way back to Ape Atoll while keeping it frozen. Slightly more convenient than original, where you had to drop the chalk ice, the chimp ice on the ground, and then cast the spell on it. But presumably it's something with like not having to use a magic weapon to cast the spells and everything. It's been updated. Still very doable to get back to Ape Atoll. Just need to use unconventional teleportation and transportation. Just no normal teleports and a few other things. So we're gonna talk to Shantae, Fendi. What's this place? It's the Shantae Pass. I'm definitely an outlaw, prepared to die. Get arrested. Go to Port Samdale. To Port Sam. This is a very old transportation option. Gets you from Alcrid to Port Sarum, lickety split. Exactly where we want to be. Keeping an eye on making sure the chimp ice doesn't melt. You get a few different messages based on the amount of time left. Talking to people, being in interfaces and all that stops the melting process. You're pretty much good to go, really. From the desert to Shantae Pass. From Shantae Pass to Port Sarim. And now we travel to our next connection. Getting all the way over to where we want to be as quick as possible. There's a lot of different options. You could just run all the way there, I suppose. That'd be a little bit excessive. Instead, we are going to head over towards the crafting guild here. Make use of an option that we set up previously. It is the hot air balloons. They don't get much use, but sometimes they are the winning ticket to go from the crafting guild to the Grand Tree. Right where we want to be. Wow. Okay. And we continue from here back towards Ape Atoll. It's definitely a system. Definitely a system. From this point on, it's pretty standard system to get back to Ape Atoll. traveling, going, doing stuff. Back to Ape Atoll, yes. We don't actually get to Ape Atoll, we go to this part first. We travel with Wadar, yes. We freeze the chimp ice to make sure it stays frozen. Freeze it. Travel with Lumdo from Crash Island to Ape Atoll. I think there's going to be some interactions here. Choke point reached. If your chimp ice melts again, speak to Lumdo in Ape Atoll to continue from here. Well, that's nice of them. See if we can freeze the chimp ice while in monkey form. Can't do most things while disguised as a monkey. It's an entire system. There's some other options here for like getting captured will send you closer-ish. Really want to. Can't cast spells as a monkey. Become not a monkey. Burst. Get through. Monkey Speak Amulet on. Easy enough. Because I have plenty of practice with chalk ices. Monkey wishes to pass. That's me. I wish to pass. Passing through. Running safely over to where we're going. Get to another safe spot here. Refreeze and probably make it the rest of the way. To mount. Rapier. Ice Burst. Gree. And go. Works like a charm. This is right where we want to be. Back up here. To King. Oh, okay. What do you want? Very important chalk ice delivery here. There you go. I brought you a chimp ice fit for a monkey king, your majesty. Let me see. There you go. This is superb. This could rival even a stuffed snake. You still will be made in the Caridian Desert? Yes, your majesty. Then you shall have your colony. That's very generous. Yes. We shall have more of these. 10 for every meal. We shall run the desert dry of these tasty little snackerals. Your highness. Yes. Can I have the monkeys? King Woge hands you a barrel of monkeys. A barrel of monkeys, how convenient. Better pick up those 3 wise old monkeys. A literal barrel of monkeys. What do you want? Want to leave? As you wish. You're just always blocking. Speak with barrel of monkeys. You generally shake the barrel of monkeys to get their attention. Let us out! Not yet. Okay. You guys want to get in this barrel? Has the king agreed to form a colony in the desert? Yes, he gave me this barrel of monkeys. Excellent. We'll hop on in. Mizar beats his fists on the ground. What's the matter with him? Nothing. Let's go. Mizar, do you want to stay here? Mizar shakes his head. Well, what's the matter then? Come on. Let's get in the barrel. Mizar shrugs. Monkeys jump into the barrel. Where in the desert do we need to go? Between the camel humps. Huh? That's your only hint for where in desert we need to go. Is a human here? Perfectly good. Another person over there. Form. We're in ancient Jagex. That's a problem. Just get out of here. Close enough. Edgewell Dungeon. Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna go... I guess we're gonna run over to the Ancient Pyramid. Get off of Ancient Jagex. And then go between the camel humps. Perfect. Fantastic. Boy, this sure is a bunch of nondescript rubble and rocks and things right here between 2 lumps of the mid-Caridian ridge thing here. Especially if you just look around the desert for what has changed with the update. It's pretty noticeable. Anywhere in the desert, I go as far as any. Open the barrel! And open the barrel to release the monkeys. Perfect. And here's monkeys. Monkeys make a camp of sorts. Got some monkey colonists, some unarmed monkey guards. There's a human. The camels are watching. It's probably fine. I'm watching you, hairless ape. They say we're going to the desert. Where? To the dessert. Where's my banana split? Not quite. Not quite. Well, if you guys are settled, I'll be going. Settled? Settled? Oh yes, settled. Life's a picnic. Is that sarcasm? How are we supposed to do anything in this flea-bitten hellhole? Ah, it was sarcasm. If you aren't on the carpet network, you're nothing around here. No tourists, no trade, nothing. Really? Carpets don't seem much quicker than running, if you ask me. This is back when carpets were about as quick as running. And now they are instantaneous, so that's actually faster. Here's our cuffs, Mizaru, around the back of the head. So I'm gonna get you on the carpet network. Speak to Ali Morrisane. He's the man in the know when it comes to carpets. Can do. We're gonna pop back to Alcarin. Keep getting some Christmas wrapping paper because of the next event happening. Going into the Totally Exists currency pouch. Coin pouch is gonna be fantastic. Store the coins. More than 7.5 mil that we can store in the kingdom. Save an inventory space. Good stuff. Gonna be great. Also tool belts. That'll also be nice. Anyways, that's later. This is now. I'm gonna talk to Ali Morrisane. That's where I buy most of my runes. Because he's right here and has all the runes. Maybe some quicker teleports. He's got all the runes, so it's pretty nice. Hello, Harvard Ultimate Ironman Artic. How's the adventuring going? Do no people. I'm interested in setting up a new magic carpet route. No, no, no. Excuse me? I've lost enough money trying to set up new carpet routes. Not interested. But you won't persuade me on this one. We'll see about that. Now where did I put that old ring? Whenever anyone says persuade, it's like a context word. It's like, aha. Do no evil. New carpet. I'm not interested, but you won't persuade me on this one. It can't hurt to tell me why not. I've lost money trying to set up a carpet route to the pyramid north of Metaphos. After all, a lot of traffic is going that way. We transported a carpet from Alcarid, but I got caught up in a sandstorm. Most of the goods fell off, and my dear cousin, Alex the Brave, barely managed the storm with his life. Have you tried retrieving the goods? We had a look, but the sandstorm seems to have covered them up. So they'll be lost to the desert. Perhaps. Unless. Wow. It's nothing. Come on, you can tell me. The goods were kept in 5 large metal crates. I've heard tales of a young scientist in Draenor who's done amazing things with undead chickens and magnets. Ava? Ah, you know of her. I intended to have her build me a device that could detect metal underground. Only I don't have the time to travel to Draenor, let alone search the desert, so I'll have to hire someone. I don't suppose you have one of those metal crates handy? Ellie hands you a metal crate. Of course, here you go, my friend. Thank you, Ellie. You've been very uncharacteristically obliging. Okay. What route did the carpet take? I will not say. You plan to retrieve the goods for yourself and start your own carpet network. You've shown your hand already, friend. Oh, go on. How could I start a network to rival your own, the amazing, entrepreneurial Ali Morrisane? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. You're just interested, that's all. The carpet set off from Alcarid, headed south, and was blown off course and went west around the desert mining camp. My cousin Alex was forced to crash land between the desert mining camp and the Bedouin camp, north of that strange camel-shaped crop of rock. The crate should be somewhere in that region. Camel-shaped rock? Just like those crazy monkeys. It's more of an elephant to me. Monkeys? Elephants? Are you feeling alright, friend? You haven't been in the sun too long, have you? Would you hire me to find your goods? No, you'd only find the rugs and use them for yourself. That's not a bad idea. What? Nothing. And I'm not gonna worry about them retrieving the goods. They have to hire somebody for it. We'll beat them to it. Goodbye, Allie. Alright. To Ava in Draenor Village. Once again, Amulet of Glory time. Technically, we do have an Amulet of Glory here. But it's not charged or anything, so. And then it would only hold 4 charges anyways. So. This is better. This gets us where we need to be. Easily enough. Well enough. We can also show off the latest ridiculous bug up here. I saw when I came back this way previously to get the Abe's accumulator the first time. Another part we technically could have skipped, I suppose. There's a quest trying to get us to do necromancy. That's not yet. Walk into Drainer Mana Grounds, and it is infinite fog. Get hit by a tree. Stand next to the door. Go on inside. And the fog subsides. Always some interesting stuff out here. Anyways. Ava! How's it going?
Hello again. I'm busy with new research, so can't gossip too much. I got your information, an upgrade, another device. Would you like to see my goods for sale?
Information, device, upgrade, stuff. Metal detector. Hello, Ava. I need to find a way of detecting metal crates buried underground. Could my device be upgraded to do that?
Oh, hello, Ava. Can you do this? Can you upgrade that? What happened to how are you today, Ava? Or gee, Ava, what's up in your life?
Yeah, wow, sorry. You just seemed quite matter of fact. I thought I'd be direct.
Oh, I'm matter of fact, am I? You sure know how to compliment a girl, don't you?
Well,
I think it should be possible.
Huh?
I should be able to upgrade the accumulator. You just asked, remember?
But then you said, no, never mind, I give up.
Oh, I love to see you flustered. I'll only need to make a minor adjustment. Do you have the accumulator on you?
Yes, got it here.
Excellent. And the sample metal crate must be exactly the same as the crate you're searching for in order to adjust the sensitivity correctly. Do you have one on you?
There you go.
Good boy.
Adjust. So how are...
Almost there. There, all done. Behold, Ava's alerter. It will detect metal crates of the exact size and metal grade of the sample crate. As always, ensure you aren't wearing metal armor when operating it. When you're in close proximity to a crate, the undead chicken will start screeching, so you know that you're close. The more screeches, the closer you are. Dig when you think you found it. In addition to its new feature, continue to retrieve your arrows. You can scavenge for metal in the same manner as the accumulator. All that remains now is to test it. 2 seconds.
Oh no.
I've hidden that crate in the grounds of the mansion. Get a spade and see if you can find it, then report back to me.
Oh no. Hidden it in the infinite fog area. Okay. Where the alerter, at least. Go around here. This mansion been updated yet to the new layout? Different doors and stuff, doesn't matter. Oh boy. Oh boy. Step outside, and we can't see a thing. Amazing. Alright. We go about to this height here, we can see. Run around the manor grounds. See if we can find this. Should be clucking or something. Man, it's foggy. Manor grounds. Buck. Only 1 buck. We want more than 2. 1 buck. No buck. Two. Over here. 2 buck. Over here. 2 buck. 1 buck. Over here, perhaps. No buck. 1 buck. We're in the middle here somewhere. 1 buck. Oh, 3 bucks. We need 4. 2. 3. 3, 2, 4 blocks. Discover a metal crate. There you go. Perfect. Extra challenge for the treasure hunt. Not be able to see anything. Wild. Okay. That worked. That worked nicely. Report back to Ava. Said the device worked perfectly. Oh, again, busy my research. Getting good for sale. Talk about the alerter. Found the crate. Alerter is a great success. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Ava. You've been very helpful. Ava takes the milk crate from you. Oh, stop gushing. I can never get a word in edgewise with you. Your pleasantries and inexhaustible flowery prose. Alright. So we can go find all the other crates out in the desert. Between the Bedouin camp and the mining camp, essentially. Okay. Running around, finding stuff. Gonna be great. Let's travel ourselves over to the Bedouin camp, start from there. Running around. Need to find specifically the carpet. I guess other things would also be fine. See what we can find. How much more water skin we got? Bunch. Perfect. Alright. Start running around. Looking for things. Oh, 1 block. 2 block. 1 block. Down this way. 1. Up this way. Right here. Perfect. Now crate, open it. Crate's empty. See a big hole in the bottom. Where was in here isn't anymore. You discard the crate. Yep. Keep looking. Oh, another one. Yep. 1 block. 2. 3. 2. 4. Uncover a scarab. Spoke. Well, we still need the crate though. Crate, open it. Tear some gems. Just got the crate. Perfect. Okay. Keep looking. Oh, another buck. 3 bucks. Right here. Crate, open it. And a water skin and a few noted water skins. Discard the crate. I don't need this many water skins now. I should keep finding more treasure. Okay with that. Noted water skins. Alright. Another block. Oh, it's gone. Block. Mysterious. This way. Too far. Too far that way. Where's the exact distance to go? That would be information. Here. Here. So 3. 3 here. 2. 3. 2 here. A bit more in the middle of this way. There it is. That's scary. Get out of here. Okay, open it. Need some more gems. There we go. Alright. Some 4 crates so far. Not a lot of good stuff. Maybe 3. 4. One of them was empty. It was broken. Walk. Walk, walk. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Back to 2. right next to this cactus. Open it. Ah, finally. Out these lost carpets. With these, you'll be able to start a carpet network in the monkey colony. And we take a drink of water. Okay. Bundle of carpets. There you go. Hey guys. I should procure some magic rugs for you. Wasn't easy. Not a bad job. Alright. Magic carpets. Got the rug merchant and assistant human. Monkey's assistant. Hi. This is so humiliating. What's up? This is the last time I apply for a job by post. They pay me to sit here and look interesting. They think that having a trained human will attract customers. Yes. Welcome to Chimpish Airways, the premium monkey carpet station for a monkey in a hurry. Alright. What does Elmore say think of this setup? He came here with a monkey speak amulet and accused us of stealing his carpets. He was pretty angry at first, but with a bit of heavy-handed negotiation, we made a deal. A deal? He collects money on the carpets flying to us, we collect money on the carpets flying towards his stations. Win-win. What's up with your assistant? Oh yeah, he's a bit miserable, isn't he? Last time we ever hired someone by post. Thought humans were supposed to be cutesy and full of energy. If anything, he's driving away business. Alright. Sorted. Any on the carpet network? All's good now? Yes, you'd be amazed at the number of tourists who are swamped here to see this pile of rocks. Apparently the rubble has great geological importance. Wow, that's a stroke of luck. I was being sarcastic, nimwits. No one is going to come and see a bunch of rocks. No tourists, no money, no bananas, no monkeys. Izar pushes Izar out of the way and hands you a book. I'm gonna do what's written in here. Izar nods. Alright. Book. Economy building. For dummies. When establishing a new colony, ensure first and foremost that you have a foundation of a strong economy. Following steps guarantee quick and easy economic expansion. Build 3 stalls from teak and cloth, clearing any rubble or debris that may cause unstable foundations, with a spade. 2 teak planks and 2 bundles of cloth should make a sturdy stall. You'll need a saw and a hammer in order to construct it. Fill 1 stall with colored uncut rocks, as humans prize these highly. Uncut sapphire, emerald, ruby, and diamond. Got those from the crates, very convenient. Fill another stall with at least 10 bananas, as every monkey likes a banana. Fill the final stall with general goods. Vary according to climate. For example, in the desert, 3 full water skins, 3 knives, and 1 full set of desert robes should attract the locals. Finally, build a tent. A sturdy tent can be made from 4 bolts of cloth and a coil of rope. You need a hammer and a knife to assemble it. If this all sounds like too much work, convince a well-meaning human to do it for you. Well, there you go. Start by clearing the rubble since we have our spade here. Then we're going to need to go get a whole bunch of teak and cloth. It's going to be potentially slightly problematic with, like, the inventory space here and all that. You know, could probably drop some of this stuff, put some stuff away. Might not need it anymore in the quest. Alright. So, teak, planks, bolts of cloth. Build some stuff. First load of stuff. Let's build some stalls. Planks, cloth, and hammer saw. There we go. That. We can stock the stalls. Some stuff. Stock the empty stall with gems here. Now it's got some gems. Very small stall. We do this one with desert stuff. We'll equip it. We need knives. Okay. And the last one is going to need 10 bananas. Okay. So we get 3 knives, 10 bananas, and if we can store it, the 4 more cloth for this. Kind of doable. Technically, we can grab some of these things ourselves in the same places we got the other ones. 3 knives we can just grab from our infinite stores in the house here. Got a lot of stuff in here. A couple things I don't have, like a pestle and mortar, but besides that, pretty good. And pop over to Alcarid. Go to Karamja here. That'll get us the bananas. Apparently noted also works. That's convenient for us. Use these water skins that we got here. Banana, 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 banana. We're one short. Don't need the spade, but we will use the knife to make that. That will work. Okay. And then for the cloth, we would go to the sawmill at the lumberyard, but rest in peace. We run over to Varrock. It's not a situation. This guy here also sells at the store. Perfect. And then it's back to the house. Not too many times we'll go in the house from in the house. Outside here. That'll work out fine. There's a quest we sort of started, but not really. Anyways. Alcarid. Shantae Pass. And it is hooked up to the carbon network here now. Monkey Colony. So that works out perfect. Okay. Working with the inventory here. Still need a few of these items. There you go. Build on tent spot. Hammer knife quill. We need a rope. So close. If we put the knives in here, it's going to need another knife. Bananas. There you go. And I'll just put the knife in there anyways. General equipment. Amazing. So we need another knife and a rope. Also very doable. And anything else that we need right now? This is part of the list of things required. We got the bananas, we got the planks, the bolts of cloth, knives, ropes, maybe 3 ropes. Get another knife. Head over to Drainer. Got some ropes there. I wonder if they have the ropes in Shantae Pass. I guess we need the other 2 ropes for later. Let's grab them while we're here, I suppose. We do get a bit of traveling going. There are some locations that are more difficult to get to, like Tamberley, Burthorpe area, since we don't always have a games necklace going, or ever have a games necklace going, specifically. And Ned, then else, buy a rope, 15 coins. We can talk to him about all his rope shenanigans, but it's fine. Give me a rope. There's better ways to get these, probably. The amount of time it takes to worry about what the best way of getting things is, you just already have it, so that's fine. Something else, like some rope, 15 coins, perfect. That's back to the house. That's back to Alcarid. Glorious teleport spot, also in a different place. Lodestones, also later. Okay. Back through here, into the desert, back through here. Go through. Definitely need an inventory space for the Shantae passes or something. Monkey Colony. Up we go. Flying through the air, having a great time. Okay. And now, build the tent. Good way to get out of the sun into some shade. It's monkey sized though, so unfortunate. We also have the traders here. Got the gem trader. He sells only half of the gems that we supplied him with. Makes sense. We got the banana merchant. He sells the bananas. Amazing. And the monkey general store has the stuff. So they really did just like pocket the ruby and diamond or something. Fascinating stuff. Anyways, am I done? Uzar looks around. Uzar nods happily. Oh, there you go. Right. I built your stalls in a tent, traipsed halfway across the desert to find you a carpet. Please say I'm done. You might as well have drawn a big target on us and fired a catapult. Humans love gems a lot. How were we meant? Let me handle this. Now what's going on? Izar explains something in rapid, almost dizzying sign language. Ah, I see. Yes, we need monkey knives. Seeing that you caused this mess, you'll need to sort it out. If you don't, we'll be knifed in our sleep. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic probably wants that. What are monkey knives? Izar quickly translates. They're knives wielded by the fearsome monkey knife fighters. They sound fierce. How am I meant to steal from them? Izar pinches, Izar translates, by pretending to carry a sack of loot. They're the king's best, and will notice any sleight of hand. I punch them and pickpocket them while they're unconscious. You'll need to have a lot of strength to knock one of them out, more than a little monkey or human could muster. Maybe. A gorilla gree. Wow. Okay. Doable. This would be a great time to still have all the stuff for teleporting to Apatol, but, you know, inventory space and all that. I also need to recharge our prayer at some point here. We got an altar in the house, that's fine. Combat comes at the end of the quest. Monkey knife fighters. Their next goal here. How many more Apatol teleports really gonna need? Could have bought the banana from the banana stall there. That would have worked. Alternatively, we can just get them for free from Kramja, so either way. Open up the runes shop here. Elemental runes. The teleports. House teleport. Also down one other air room. Something. At any rate, we can get where we need to be here. Now we're over here. I have a banana. Grab additional bananas. I don't think we need to teleport back, but anyways. Apatol. Gree for the gorilla. And go see the monkey knife fighters. They were existing here, even though they didn't exist before the quest. We just had no way to interact with them previously, I suppose. These guys are new. Monkey knife fighters. Look at them. Similar to blackjacking, but with gorilla punching instead. Punch. Pick. Punch. Pickpocket. Pickpocket. I don't know how many knives we need. Like 6 or something. What they even said. Punch them. Pickpocket them. Might tell us when we are done pickpocketing. Punch. I get extra just for good luck. You notice me, huh? Rude. 99 thieving. Pretty effective. And this does become a thieving training method, kinda, also. Again, not that we're too worried about that. Punch. And pick. Although, to be fair, there is thieving updates later. Not from these guys, though. That's 6 knives. Back them out again. Might only need the 6 knives here, really. We're just getting money. Punch him. Bang him. I think we're good. Alright. Let's get back over there again. Take off the gree, top of the house. Many places to be. Many places to be. One more awkward thing is clicking the glory through the wall here. Come on. It's over here somewhere. Oh, it comes down to angle. Not a very large glory on the wall there. That's alright. Don't have any water skins or desert robes anymore. Not that we're standing out in the desert too much. And in theory, the town areas should count as not desert or something. At any rate, we're back here. Got the 3 monkey guards. 6 knives. Seems perfect. The show Kikazara the knives. Son of a chimp, well done. I'll hand them out. Monkey knives. Well, there you go. Really coming together. What now? Slippers made from Kebbit hide, a parasol stolen from the king of Varrock, tree grown from the sweat of the chaos elemental? Nope, I think that's it. What, really? I'm sorry, I was trying to tell you something. Sure, that's it. Thanks for all the help. Anakin would be so proud. Okay. Anything else I can do for you? Tell me some strange signals. No, we'll be fine. Sure? Strange signals? No, they'll be fine. Alright, they're fine. Everything here is fine. Clearly. Travel with the rug merchant monkey. It's free for us, because we are so helpful here. South Polynich or Alcarid. Doesn't make too much of a difference, does it? Doesn't have access to the full Ali Morrisane network from here. That's okay, I suppose. We've helped set up the monkey colony, and everything's great, and everything's perfect. So we've done what we needed to do. We can return back to Senliton and be fantastic. Okay. And we got a couple bonus bananas here. Teleports, we need to teleport. I don't think we're going to construct anything else. We can drop those. Our glory, and our necklaces, the ropes for later. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. The only thing that's super inconvenient is when you like a completely empty inventory or something. For the most part, we can get away with it. And even then, just drop most of the things, store the coins. Right now it'd be slightly inconvenient because all the Marintil, but we don't need to. So we won't. Everything's fine. I expressly ordered you to return to Draenor. Osmond's here. You ask so much but say so little. I'm not an agent who will follow you blindly anymore. Do not argue here. I ask only for what must be done, else Alcarid will fall to the tyrant of Menaphos. We must stay vigilant. You, Leela, must be constantly ready. The plan needs to go ahead. You don't realize how important this is. Only because you do not tell me why it is important. I told you I was done with your spy games. I found my own path, my own important work to do. Oh yes, I've heard all about your important work. The wildlife sanctuary in the desert. My friends find it most amusing. No. Do you think it's fine to see your father ridiculed? His daughter wastes time playing with monkeys. Osmond, if only you could look less at the ways of man and more at the ways of monkeys. Enough. I sense we're not alone. I should have known the chief monkey himself. If you will all forgive me, I have real work to do. Leela, when you're ready to put aside this foolishness, you know how to contact me. Sigh. Your father should watch his tongue, Leela. Advice he rarely needs, I can assure you. Well, speaking of the Monkey Sanctuary and all that, greetings, Ironman Artic. Do no evil. We established the monkey colony, Your Majesty. Very good. This will surely appease. Is something wrong? Something is not right. Return to the colony, quick. As quick as I can. I can get there pretty quick. Teleport house. Recharge my prayer. And Alcarid. Running. Returning. Sprinting. All is amiss. Go through the Shantae Pass. Travel down to the monkey camp. It's gone. No more connection to the monkey camp. That's probably fine. You think the carpet would just... It's a carpet from here that goes there. This needs to have an actual spot to go to, I suppose. Bodes well. Bodes really well. Okay. Also have no desert protection at this stage, so it's fine. Back to the monkey camp. There it is on the map. Everything's on fire. Yes. Smashed stall. Holy smashed. Tents smashed. We got monkey corpses. Look at one of the dead monkeys. Feel the shadow of a breath on your neck. A chill carries down your spine and you can't help thinking that you're not alone. Ooh, spooky. Dead monkey. Ooh. Dead monkey. I wonder if I meant to speak to that. Go speak amulet. Ooh, gotcha. Monkey speak amulet. Ooh. Cannot be done. Any other corpses, everybody? Corpses? Not alone. Got the dead monkey. An X-monkey. Let's go get our XX parrot at some point. But anyway. We need to talk to somebody about this, or just magic? Small but subtle change courses through you. You have some awareness of how to join these amulets together. We create the Cramulet. With all the powers of a ghost speak and a monkey speak amulet. This is the Cramulet. It's got a different look. And previously there was all the different kinds of Cramulets. All the different combinations of things in certain orders. It's a thing. Dead monkey. Hello. We couldn't stop them. They were too strong. What happened here? 3 masked murderers came, slaughtered the camp. I survived. I don't know how. But you're... Oh, they killed everyone. Even the 3 wise monkeys? No, they still live, carried off by the butchers. Iwazari was taken to the smoky depths beneath Polivnich, where the banshees squeal. There he will surely be devoured. I don't know where they took the others. Why didn't they kill the wise monkeys? The desert monkeys? They escaped these murderers long, long ago. Who took them? 3 masked butchers, fragments of gods, scourge of my people. Let's try to rescue them. One who took Iwazari was a dangerous foe. Do not fight him from afar. Embrace his snapping teeth and deadly grip. You're not like other humans. We'll track down the others to help you in your quest for death. Okay. Beneath the smoky well in Polivnich. Well, we are going to go ahead and get actual stuff together. Drop things we don't actually need right now. Or later. Need these later. This is for later. It'd be an absolute pain to get the Grigri back, so we're not going to drop that until we know we're for sure done here. Go get armor. Don't wear the helmet because we need the masked earmuffs down there. And get some food. And then we head to Polivnich. Alright, here we go. Climb down the well. We're just in the smoky dungeon part here. You actually get over to where we fought the Banshee during Smoking Kills. Yeah, this one. Going past the other Banshees here. Not aggressive. High enough level. That's nice. Okay. Past the Mystic Barrier. Here we can see Leonie. And Iwazari. Hi there. My sisters and I thank you for returning the monkeys to us. We cracked their little heads and sucked innards from their ruptured necks. You're going to die here. Foolish mortal. I was made from the lips of a goddess. I shall tear off your limbs and lick the skin from your face. Please don't. Protection, prayer. Magic and range attack. Ow. It's unfortunate because we can only protect from one of those. Or something. We can also protect from magic. You melee attacks now? You can teleport over here. There you go. Okay. Stats were improved in 2016. Previously were made significantly weaker after the Elusia combat. Now they're packing a nice punch here. Give your tasty skin. Please don't. Should have an attack to take off my mask here. See if they do that. If you stun those lips, put it back on so we don't inhale the smoke. Have a bad time. Keep on poking. Our accuracy and therefore damage is not good. So, you know, we're with what we got here. Stand nice and full health. Always a good choice. Lips, put that back on. Okay. Leonie. Strange strange godlike creature with sinister smile turns your heart cold. Alright. Show the lips. Don't show the lips. Stop choking. Can't be having that. Too much smoke down here for that. Also passable would be the Slayer helmet. We don't have one of those, so here we are. Eden. Those lips. Don't see the lips. Keep my lips safe here. Attacking with magic and range at the same time is definitely something here. It's pretty effective. I mean, all styles are pretty effective. Our armor is just basically useless, to BH. Could use a damage boosting prayer or something. It's fine. Heal. Poke. Heal. Just about. Harder boss fight than many, I suppose. Just in terms of dealing damage and stuff. We're gonna get there. Poke. And poke. And one more poke. There you go. No, no, just one more bite. Just one more. Shatters. And gone. Atmacan. From my lips she plucked my words and molded them into Leonie. I can no longer reassure the desert people, so they turned distrustful and fought with one another. And gone. Whoa, what's going on here? Imazaru? Imazaru, are you alright? As you're unable to understand Imazaru, you free him and escort him back to the colony. I mean, we could have put on the necklace at the end, but no, probably not. Cramulet. Imazaru. Imazaru waves at you. Hi. He's not gonna be doing much talking. Dead monkey, where we go next? You saved Imazaru. Now I have a friend. Even if he is a little uncommunicative, thank you. I managed to track down the others. I followed Mizaru's tracks deep underground. The butcher dragged him through a cave full of giant bugs, even past a bug queen. Unless you're determined to die, be warned. The creature who took Mizaru is fearsome with her fists. Stay your distance, but do not hide, for she will find you. Thanks. Alright. Staying our distance is not ideal in our current melee setup here, but, you know, that's something. Going to the Calphite Queen, which is kind of right over here somewhere. A bit further north. So we kind of do need both of the ropes here. I think we're still pre-permanent ropes. So we'll fill back up on food and go run through the Calphite lair. Could have probably brought another shark, maybe even two. A bunch of juggling stuff through the desert or something, but probably not really worth it. We can get in here. Something lined up in a way that we can actually enter here. Rope for the tunnel. Public encounter? Something? Nope, that is here. We lost our rope for that then. Anyway, right. No, it's still here. Is it? Did you get out of the way, Calphite Guardian? Rude. Climb down tunnel entrance. Private encounter. Free. Standard start. Join. In here? Look at the Calphite Queen. It's weird because of the changes with how this encounter works. That's just the Calphite Queen. That's not what we need right now. Don't hit me. How do I get into this quest boss fight? The Calphite Queen. Do we have to go through the Calphite Queen? I guess it's past the Calphite Queen, isn't it? Alright. Rejoin. Last search. Run past the Calphite Queen. Magic on the way past. Like a climb down hole. There we go. Well, let's get through here. Dungeons and stuff. Or something. Alright. Make it to here. I was walking. And here is Ayuni. I see you are persistent. My sister's tongue only served to slip her up. I shall not be defeated quite so easily. I can see into your soul. I see your fear, your lack of confidence. Give up, my dear. Give up. Back from melee. Poke and slightly run away. They move slow. Poke again. Poke again. Trading hits. Auto retaliate. Poke. Range attacks. Oh, and we're out of prayer. Also good. Also good. Okay. Ow. Hits. Gotta tank all the hits. Poke 'em. Poke 'em again. Distance is definitely slightly deceptive. That's okay. Ow. I think we're doing so far. Doing alright? Poke. Away. Poke again. Oh, they teleport. Oh, yeah. Teleporting around. Rude. And also, like, technically just stand and tank the hits. I think our attacks might be slower, so we're probably better off doing it this way. Can't exactly flinch them or anything. Not as good as we're gonna get. A bit. Poke him. Would be a great time for a range attack. Wouldn't be a bad plan. But you know, we've got what we got. Poke. Away. Poke. Away. Poke. We're getting there. Got some hands. It's kind of the whole idea. And like the eye and everything. Poke. You run away. Poke. Alright. Poke. Poke. Got away with that one. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. That was a good hit. Another good hit. Alright. Whether or not the damage is as accurate. Kind of the idea is you don't want to be in melee distance because the punches. I think they are faster, we're just running away so they only get one hit in. So it's mostly alright. Mostly doable. I did not foresee this. Okay. Wait, there you go. I am free. From my eyes, she chipped my sight, which bore Ayuni. I can no longer watch over the desert people. Without my watchful gaze, they turn to darkness, crime, and hate. What's going on here? Once again, we're not able to talk to the monkey. Are you alright? We're gonna need my crane or monkey speak handler to speak with him. Yeah, we actually can talk to them. We can talk to them. What is going on here? What were those things? You and your brothers aren't Atmican. Atmican? Us? No. We're spluttering idiots. No, I suppose I should start from the beginning. A long time ago, when I was still a young chimp, longer ago than you may think, there were two goddesses. Atmakin, the goddess of friendship, and Amasket, the goddess of evil and destruction. The priests say that Amasket isn't evil. They say that destruction is very necessary. Priests are paid to lie. We Monkey says we saw it, and believe me, we saw evil. Over the centuries, it was said that Amasket kept away from Atmakin. Amasket considered her too weak and insignificant to deal with. However, unbeknownst to Amasket, Atmakin and some of the lesser deities worked to bring peace to the long warring desert. Slowly they patched the ill feelings between Alcarid and the Menaphos. 50 years ago, a progressive young pharaoh of Menaphos proposed an alliance with Alcarid in hopes of bringing prosperity to the desert. He was a worshipper of Atmakin. Amasket was furious. Without war, there could be no destruction on the scale she so desired. She cursed the pharaoh and hunted down Atmakin. They fought a battle in the dunes of the desert. It did not last long. Atmakin was no fighter. Amasket could not destroy the lesser god, but she could curse her, so she stole Atmakin's sight, hearing, and speech. Perhaps we were caught in the boundaries of the curse, or perhaps we suffered in symphony. I don't know, but many of us desert monkeys lost our senses. How terrible. So that's how you lost your sight? And your brothers their speech and hearing? Yes, but Amasket was not satisfied with merely incapacitating us. She took Atmakin's stolen senses and from them forged these foul creatures, the Uni, Iuni, and Eruni, setting them upon the monkey population. Perhaps if we'd had our senses, more of us would have survived. My brothers and I were able to escape by helping one another. After traveling to Karamja, we heard about Apatol and set off for it. As far as I know, we were the only ones to survive the massacre. How did you find out about all this? How do you know about Atmakin's feud with Amasket, about the curse? You're only a monkey. Yes, but a very old monkey. You're not as stupid as you pretend to be. And you're not as ugly as you look. What? Where's Atmakin now? That really is the question, isn't it? Shame I have no answer to it. Why did you return to the desert? Did you know the monsters would still be here? Well. Rescue my brother, then we'll talk more about that. I'd offer to help, but I'm more likely to lop your head off than the enemies. Return to the colony. Okay. 2 saved. 1 to go. Dead monkey. Info. Kizaru is safe. He ignores me just like Iwazaru. Hey look, tracking down Kikazaru. I followed his scent to Uzer, but the trail ended there. Sorry, I can be of no more help. Check out Uzer and see what I can find. Oh, here it will hear your approach. You cannot hide from it. Death awaits you. In Uzer. We need more food again. The mysterious place in Uzer. Pretty clear. It's gonna be down in the demon portal. Just traveling back to places from all sorts of previous desert quests. You can see why all the different quest requirements exist. Makes sense. This place still gives me the shivers. And it should. It's got a demon god thing here. I hear that my sister has failed to crush you, champion of filthy apes. But you will not defeat me. This is a place of magic, a realm that I can bend to my will. Magic. Demons. Do you hear that? It's the sound of defeat. Not the case. Like from magic. Fight. Pain. More pain. Okay. Ow. Boy, you're doing damage. You got less health? Hopefully. My goodness. And some demons. Do a bit of our ol'. Can we lure the demons behind something? Over here? Ow. Ow. Okay. We walk underneath the boss, perhaps. Also, no. Man, those some fast attacks. Hit. Wait till we're slightly lower. Run behind and heal twice. Something like that. Okay. Take that. Demon, bring him back here. Beautiful. I'm trying to make this work. Demon. That demon has a lot of health, but boy does it have a lot of damage. Let's take out this demon. And they are not immune again. Do some more stabbing. Okay. Yeah, at least they have less health. Over here. Heal twice. Go for the timer. Attack again. And the fact that prayers only do basically 25% reduction because of the two styles. Definitely something here. Demons back behind here, that's perfect. Two more demons this way and over there. Come over here, come over here. One hit while running. Oh, it's one hit, that one. We have much better accuracy against the lesser demons, clearly. My goodness. Just that. It's the last wave of demons. Let's finish this. Definitely took a bit here in terms of needing food and stuff. Would have been interesting to see if we would have been able to manage this with lower tier stuff. Although also we would do more damage if we had a two-handed weapon, so yeah. Ah, defeated by a mortal. And away it goes. From my ears she stole all sound and crafted a rune. I could no longer hear the voices of the desert people. We became isolated from one another. Soon the desert people became deaf to each other's pleas. Reason and mercy left these lands. Okay. And Gramulet. And Kikazaru. Well done, well done. I need to know what's been happening here. I suppose you want to know what's been happening here. Well, yes. No, I really think you ought to. Come to the colony with me, we'll explain it all there. Okay. The colony is still on fire. We're just not gonna worry about that. Just stand on this corpse here. We had always meant to return. The desert was our real home, where life in Ibitol had become comfortable. We had plenty of scope for mischief, what with the influx of half-witted gnomes. If you hadn't mentioned Atmankan, perhaps we would have never returned, but everything fell into place. It seemed that finally there were humans who cared, humans who would help us build a colony. With a colony, we could forge alliances with the locals, arm our guards, and prepare to battle Amasket's monsters. We would have hunted them down if needs be. Once they were destroyed, we were sure Atmankan would be restored. The monsters struck as soon as you left. Why didn't you tell me? I could have helped more than I did. It was our wanted to, but we felt we couldn't risk it. If we awakened those creatures, innocent humans could have been killed. If you had known that, you might not have taken the risk. That was my choice to make. And what of Amakan? Right there. Your deeds restored my senses, hardcore ultimate Ironman Artic. My god, a goddess! Indeed. It is an honor. Who's he talking to? Search me, he's gone nutty. When I lost my senses, I turned my back on the desert. I was incapacitated, and the slaughter of my beloved monkeys robbed me of my heart. I could not hear their cries, nor see the bloodshed, but I could sense every corpse on the desert sands. I closed their eyes and wished that Iklar would take them. But I was wrong to turn my back on these lands. Incapacitated though I was, my wounds weren't so different from these three monkeys, yet the way we coped was worlds apart. What's the deal with these three? Most of the time they seem mad as jackals. Other times they act pretty smart. He's cracked up? I blame the heat. Knowledge is a quality, but it's always accompanied by worry and fear. Whereas bathing in the sun is problem-free. Understand that, you'll understand them. Together they were able to overcome their disabilities. Sometimes I had something I had not been able to.
The masquerade took my senses. I turned away from my people. These three turned the other way.
What will become of them? What of you?
I shall not return their senses. To do so would be an insult to what they have accomplished. As for me, I shall return to my duties as a goddess. Things are much worse here than I could have ever guessed. If needs be, I shall battle a mascot myself. Thank you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic, for all you've done.
And a mascot goes off. Hey, crazy. Shall we get back to rebuilding the colony? Imazaro nods. After hours of repairing stalls, couriering chimp ice across the desert, stealing gems, punching monkeys, and recovering magic carpets, you managed to rebuild the colony. It's like nothing's changed. Alright. Everybody's back. Except it's actually completely new people. Because everybody else died previously. That was the whole thing. Okay. Mizar and Kikuzara are singing. Born from an egg on a mountaintop. The punkiest monkey that ever popped. Bounce around the desert in a bowler hat. A singer, a swinger, a wildcat. What will you do now? Expand our empire until it consumes the desert, then rain death and destruction upon you people. 1,000 years of darkness await these lands. Now we'll probably just catch a tan and slurp chimp ices. I thought the king took your senses. Cursed you. And you believed us? This is a human saying something stupid again. Even Iron nods. Are you gonna tell me what that monkey song is about? Maybe someday. And then we leave. Bye. See you later, crocodile. In a while, alligator. Suppose we return back to Sinlington. Travel, all the way back over there. And we're back here again. Sinlington, Leela.
Greetings, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic.
Do no evil.
Well done, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Even here I can feel American's grace returning to the desert. Tell me, if you can, what happened to her?
The Devourer stole her senses and created monsters from them, unleashing them on the desert monkeys.
A mascot stole her senses? Sometimes I wonder if the Devourer is beyond redemption. I've rarely heard of crueler or more disrespectful acts. How'd you manage to restore Atmacan?
The colony I set up was massacred by the monsters. I was able to speak with one of the dead monkeys.
How's that possible?
Oh, I have these amulets. Through some hitherto dormant magical ability, I was able to join them together.
Perhaps the magic of the desert aided its champion. You may be able to add additional amulets in a similar fashion. What happened next?
The dead monkey tracked down the monsters, and I was able to destroy them to restore Atmacan's senses.
You have done well. Thank you for your service. Let it not be said that one's queen is not generous.
Fairy Queen bestows great knowledge upon you. Quest complete. 1 quest point. 50,000 magic XP, 50,000 theming XP, 40,000 crafting XP, 30,000 construction XP. New carpet station at the monkey colony. The ability to make a cramulet. Also a few other things, realistically. Quest complete. There's level 80 crafting. That's convenient for if we want to make another Amulet of Glory again. Someday it might be able to taken off of the playground house wall, but you know. Level 80 crafting. That's a quest requirement. Later, the milestone cape, ornate bowl, blood necklace, invention. Urns might exist, but I'm not really gonna mess with that. And the Dragonstone amulet, which is what we would make at level 80. That's a good level. That's nice. Nice to get at least a level from a quest here. We got a lot high levels, so kind of doesn't work out too often. But anyways, other rewards here. We got the XP, the magic carpet, all the stuff at the monkey colony. We got the cramulet, which we could add the cat speak and the camel speak amulet to. Unlike some other quest items, when we try to get this back, we have to make it again from the monkey speak amulet. So until larger updates in 2022, we're not going to really mess with the cramulet too much. I don't think it's really used for many other things in particular. Just convenient bank space holder for all your different token amulets. Yeah. Can't reclaim the cramulet. We can only reclaim the constituent necklaces and also make our own Monkey Speak amulet again. That's only half of Monkey Madness, so I guess it's fine. So, drop that. Don't need that. We also can go thieve from the Monkey Knife Fighters. Not really needed to do that. We can bring 25 chimp ices to King Ohoage for additional cosmetic rewards for the monkey colony. There is a secret bonus crack in the wall above the monkey colony added in 2012 that we'll be able to check out. That's also something. If we work with the Ava's Alerter, we can find one free elite clue scroll. We don't really need clue scroll stuff just yet, so also gonna worry about that later. And that's pretty much it. Monkey Colony. Gonna be very relevant in a future quest in 15 years. But until then, we have other things to worry about. And, oh, do we have other things to worry about? Because this is the last quest of the year. We need to get through the rest of the updates of the year. Essentially. Nothing else really particularly going on for us. So we just continue forwards here. On December 3rd, 2010. New Jagex store. 20 new t-shirts and hoodies. Looking for more item recommendations. More designs. 50% discount for the first 20 people to use a discount code. Well, that's a little bit. Membership cards, now in even more retailers. Also coming to Australia. That's good. Get some membership. Probably the same price as credit card and stuff, so that's good. Got a player's gallery. Got fireworks, reptiles, explosions, Dagonoths, pirates, penguins. Featured piece is featuring fireworks. They win a goodie bag. Next month's theme will be winter, festive theme. The winner gets added to the wallpaper section. December 6th, 2010. International Fight Nights 2 results. Third place Brazil, second place Finland, and in first place, undefeated through the entire battles, is Lithuania. 60 total battles, 8,000 people playing, 16 communities. So going undefeated is pretty good. Also having a RuneScape 10th anniversary t-shirt design competition. It's going to be available in the store. Concept art will be submitted, be completed by the Jagex artists. If you win, you get a free shirt and a voucher for the store, so you get more shirts or whatever else you want, I suppose. And also a year of membership, because of course. On December 7th, 2010, a blog on tools for clans. We have a clan list with specific clan features, more customization for clan rank names, improved labeling of friends, whole new servers for hosting clan information. Just a lot of stuff for managing stuff. Patch notes. Items sit on tables in Draenor instead of floating. Cool down on lighting and putting out barricades in Castle Wars to stop them from being unexplodable. The Doomsayer has realized that the Wilderness Ditch is now a wall. And Overgrown Garden Challenge Room and Dungeoneering gives farming and woodcutting XP. We also got Penguin Spies moving to new areas. Combat sounds, when you're in pain, are louder on higher hits, and no sound if you don't take damage. And the main update, which is in a place that we've said is more annoying to get to. Running all the way up to Burthorpe to go to the Warriors Guild. Updates. Here is now tokens in an interface system. If you had any previous tokens, they were converted into one of each point or something, which allows you to make use of the new multi-token mode when entering the Cyclops area here. will allow you to get more time per token and more of a chance to spawn a Cyclosis, which drops the Dragon Defender. Could technically be useful for us right now since we have a one-handed weapon, but we're fighting dragons, so not really. We can also go get super anti-fires, but then we need to make them, so not gonna do that either. The Cyclosis also drops a Cyclopean helmet, which looks really crazy, but that is not what we're doing right now here. There sure is a lot of mountain over there, isn't there? My goodness. Cyclopses. Look at them. Dragon Defender, very strong. Stronger than the Rune Defender. Would be a good thing to have, if not for the evolution of combat and everything. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about that. On December 9th, 2010, French Winter Events opening party. Got 2-year anniversary of RuneScape in French. We have a drop party in the party room on the English servers, and then move to the French servers to burn down Falador. Classic French. On December 14th, 2010, patch notes. Aqua Knights will not make people disappear. Animations for two-handed swords updated. Circus map icon will be in the correct place. Buy and Snare and Tangle work on implings again. We actually do use those when we're hunting implings, so that's convenient that actually works. Advisor Grim will not give you your resources if you say you do not want to collect them. Probably some mess with the recent right-click collect or something. We also got left-click in the condensed right-click menu to do the default action. Duke Horatio will give you as many anti-dragon shields as you want. We've got 1 anti-dragon shield. That's plenty. Update for today. More of a cosmetic change, but information and stuff. Damage soaking. Absorb a percentage of damage over 200 that only the Dungeoneering shields had previously. Now it's on like pretty much all tanking-ish armor and stuff in more slots. Like all the armor. Soaks better based on the combat triangle, and info's in the game guide. Damage soaking has been completely removed, so not even a thing. Also get new hit splats. Animated hit splat graphics. Damage style shown next to the hit splat. Also shows cannon, deflect, desert damage, dragon breath, max hits, faded hits for other people's damage, and soak splats for the damage soaking stuff. So this has all also been completely changed with more of the colors system or something. December 15th, 2010. RuneScape Winter Extravaganza. Days of parties in different time zones, scavenger races, Dutch and Belgium Winter Festival, Triumvirate finale with forum debates, skilling challenges, PvP, just events galore. December 16th, 2010, last chance to enter the Gods Exposed competitions. December 17th, 2010, Players Gallery Winter Special. We got Santa decking the halls, and the Pest Queen handing out presents. December 20th, 2010, for a reward for voting in the Jagex for winning the Golden Joystick Award for Best UK something. We get an item. Put in your banks and or given to you. I'm gonna switch worlds here. Worlds up there. It is a golden cracker. Much like a Christmas cracker, but more golden and stuff. So, that's something. Later on, you can get this from Diango if we wanted to. Just pull the golden cracker with another person, and you get the golden hammer. Look at that. it is a wieldable hammer here. Yeah, that's something. Pretty fancy thing to have before the tool belt. It's golden, and it's a hammer. And it's two-handed, so I guess that's fine. It's a pretty big hammer, that's fair. It's got a special attack, kinda. More like emotes, really. It's gonna be on the item. There's our equipment stats here. Over here, over there. Golden hammer. You brandish the golden hammer. Look at you holding it. And spin it around. One emote per win of the golden joysticks. Look at how it spins. Alright. You would think a wieldable hammer might be useful for us, what with the whole inventory stuff and everything. But pretty much whenever we're smithing, we're also mining, so we just wield the pickaxe instead. So it's pretty much the same thing. Or I guess technically more wield a staff to do superheats and stuff. So, that's fine. Another thing that's completely irrelevant with the release of the tool belt later. That's something. Also got some patch notes. The giant dwarf statue's head has been returned. Pest control splatters now do damage to players and barriers again. The Scroll of Cleansing effect works on Juju potions. Can no longer avoid Nomad's Disintegrate attack. And Charged Summoning Headgear has damage soaking. Which is great, because Charged Summoning Headgear and damage soaking don't exist. Neither of those parts. We also get the Christmas event. Oh, little town of Daemonheim. Gonna help Thorvar Critter Smash. Get some stuff from the dungeons. Get a memory game with icicles, hide from the Snow Angel statue, seal sliding, random portals, and capture Salty Claws. And rewards are 1. A Salty Claws hat, which is a Heim crab with a hat on. So you got a hat with a hat. Fantastic stuff. Also get a souvenir for the Snow Explosion event, for the Snow Explosion emote. Become a snowman, fling some snow around. Very festive. And lastly, the Seal of Approval emote. Previously, to updates in 2013, you would get a random seal each time. They'll have numbers on their backpack. So people would use this to gamble and everything. Although that's not actually out just yet. Can't gamble in the current system. But anyways. Also, can head to the Heimland Games after you finish the event. Build a snowman, go ice skating, have a snowball fight, do some more seal sliding. It's always a good time. Very festive. Very cool. On December 21st, 2010, celebrating the 10th anniversary, you can have a celebration events and monthly prize draws. You get 1 entry per day of membership for that month, or you can send in a postcard. 10 winners get cash prizes. Also got Wilderness and Free Trade Vote. Was removed due to botting, gold farming, and scamming, and credit card fraud, but it now could be manageable with more updated detection systems. So click the link in the news post to vote yes on the petition. Doesn't need an account or anything, so just seeing engagement or something. If you're interested in wilderness and free trade coming back. On December 22nd, 2010, Gilner Globe Community News. We got festive poems, clan, and competition updates, a quiz quest, just general everything going on. On December 24th, 2010, there were 1.2 million votes on the Wilderness and Free Trade petition, so they're moving it to an actual referendum now. Vote yes, no, or don't mind. Actually need an account to vote this time. And what you're voting for is mostly removing limitations with wilderness and free trade, but also completely removing PvP worlds and bounty hunter worlds and stuff. So, something. Also, we got the Gods Exposed competition results, a new RuneScape trailer, and Christmas wishes to the community. And lastly, on December 27th, 2010, RuneScape 10-year anniversary bonanza. Special surprises during the anniversary week. Parties. And GMods will be visiting various parties with a portable drop party chest. Party all over the place. Gonna be great. And now, December 31st, 2010 is over. Basically, that is the first 10 years done here. And we are sitting on wildly more than 40% of the quest points. As we've seen from some of these quests, they only give like 1 quest point. 10 years down. 15 more to go. At least currently. 40% done. We head to 2011. Next time. Goodbye.